right, Jerrod, go ahead.
What'd you say?
That's a gay. That's the opening gay. Okay.
The opening gay, that's Elijah.
Stacy Jennings. Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Mixed Bag Podcast. It's me, yo boy, Jerrod. I'm here with Elijah and Brandon
Hi, it's me, Brandon.
and John.
Hi.
How y'all doing this week, boys?
Hi, J-Dog. Oh, was that late? Oh, shit.
Is that the bit for this
Sorry.
episode? Just like 10 seconds. Well, we're back with another episode of our Mixed.
Back.
Mixed Bag Podcast.
I don't know, I'm not feeling it today, guys. I'm having a day. So let's get into this alcohol and we can kind of talk about ourselves for a bit, alright?
Sounds good to me.
All right, well,
We'll get into the alcohol and then it's me time.
I'm just kind of running through it today. So I got us today a Tequila Sunrise, but I used bright and early because I'm cheap. And but like Jose Cuervo, that's some good shit, right? I don't know.
I don't know tequila at
I
all.
don't know. That's the one that everyone knows.
Yeah, a little splash grenadine for color. I hope you guys enjoy.
Wait. So before you drink, what all is in it?
Also, we need a cheers.
It is bright and early
What is that?
Orange juice.
orange juice.
Okay, so it's just orange juice.
Yeah, like
Jose
off-brand.
Cuervo.
It's like high C. It's closer to high C than it is to orange juice,
Or
though.
like Sunny D.
Yeah.
So
Sunny D.
it's not orange juice. It's orange drink.
I've always thought like Sunny D's like has to be like 100% chemicals. Like
Yeah.
that's the difference between an orange drink and orange juice.
But
Yeah,
hey, you know
okay.
what? Sunny D is delicious.
Tequila and grenadine. That's all you got. Orange
Okay.
juice, tequila, grenadine.
and
What the-
ice.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You
Try to
won't-
mix it, like swish it around a bit. Get that grenadine in there.
Yeah. No clinkies because we're drinking out of plastic cups.
Got that Papa John's.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so fucking.
I'm not gonna lie, J-Dog.
Oh.
This is pretty bad.
No, I mixed it pour too. I accidentally put the tequila on top of the orange juice.
Oh, yeah, you're supposed
So
to
you
reverse
got-
that.
Yeah, you got all the tequila in the first sip, and then the bottom of the cup is gonna be just straight grenadine.
Bitch drinks.
See, the problem for me, the problem with tequila is not like the alcohol, like not like the burn, because there wasn't even really too much burn in that. It's just the taste. To me, tequila tastes dirty. That's the only way I can describe it.
I can
It's like,
describe it as spoiled tea.
Yeah,
I
I'd say it's
see
pretty
spoiled
I
accurate.
did get
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Let me
it's
give it
just
another
not
sip.
good.
I'm not, dude. Tequila is like the only thing I had.
Sorry,
on my shelf.
J-Dog, we're just
I couldn't
shitting on
figure
you.
out.
Oh, yeah, not a good idea.
Trust me, the ice helps so much. If the ice wasn't there, this would be an absolutely garbage drink.
Just like
So
last
what is it
week.
now?
What do you mean? Is it?
It's D tier.
This drink was always like F tier, but like with ice, it kind of pushes it into D.
It's like D-.
Yeah.
It's sitting like halfway on D.
That's a
and
frowny
F.
face for me.
Wah, 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 wah.
Do you want one of those?
Give me that.
You can't hear it.
Oh, that sounded like
but
a
it's like
fart.
really fucking loud.
Oh,
like-
we can't hear it, but
Yeah.
it's there.
Yes.
Got it.
We'll just have to believe him for now.
Or we just keep questioning it every time.
So did you do this at trombone?
What's about the what?
Oh.
Wah, 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 wah. every time we want him to do one, we have to do it right before.
Yeah.
And then he'll do it afterwards.
Show us up. Man, this drink is wild.
I don't want to drink it, but
I didn't want to
will.
drink yours either.
Yeah, I didn't finish yours, Elijah.
I had to go to work.
I didn't, and I could not finish it.
I think I finished mine.
You probably had like a centimeter
Yeah,
of drink in there.
you had much more
I had
than we did.
half a cup, not half a cup as in the measurement, half a glass.
Yeah, I had like barely a full shot total, and I hated that.
Well, We're 0 for 2.
I'm telling you, next week when it's my drink, it's gonna be. Sorry, I don't mean to play footsies with you under the table.
Tickle my
Jerrod.
toes, baby.
My drink's gonna be hopefully so damn good.
Well,
Mine was, but the other one was. I just wasn't prepared because I forgot it was Sunday.
I'm a broke bitch. Like, all I had was alcohol. I had to go figure out some other shit to put into it. And I was like,
Yeah.
orange juice is never a bad idea. Tequila's a bad idea.
Tequila is always a bad idea.
Welcome to, 4 o'clock on a Wednesday?
Somewhere
Hey.
around there.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Margarita.
I meant to talk to you guys outside of the podcast about this, but you two, I kind of need a ride Friday and Saturday morning. Could either of
this
you
in.
do that?
I'm
He's
off
gonna
on,
guilt us on the podcast, so we can't say no.
Yeah,
I'm off on Saturday.
this stays in the podcast.
I
if you
work
say no.
Saturday.
So,
And I also work night shift on Friday.
oh. No, but I got pulled over on the way home, and there was like this huge like investigation thing that kind of happened, and it's super complicated. There's so many layers into it, but basically, Arkansas, their database is like down, so I was invisible. Yeah, like some weird stuff, and I don't have a license plate because the car was bought privately, so there's like a missing title form coming in.
Yeah.
They couldn't see any of that because the Arkansas database was down, so it looked like I was like an underground like
Yeah.
you know, blacklist dude.
Yeah.
But obviously they were
ultimate
pretty
game.
understanding.
Okay.
So it got sorted out, and they were like, just only drive for emergencies. Try not to drive until the title's here, so that we can identify you.
Stacy
I
Jennings.
said, good. The only issue is the same thing that has
Hello,
the Arkansas
friends.
database down.
Welcome back to the Mixed
also
Bag
affects
Podcast.
me getting my title.
It's me,
Yeah.
your boy.
Oh, of course, it does,
Jerrod.
Of course, yeah.
I'm here with
just
Elijah.
kind of, like trying to
And
put
Brandon.
pieces together and survive until I can get that title here.
And John.
What time would you be off on Friday?
What?
How y'all
'Cause,
doing
like,
this
I
week,
seriously
boys?
live right across the street, so you could just text me.
Well, is that the bit for this
Turn
episode?
them off.
Your microphone's
so I
just
can
like
just,
10
like,
seconds behind
Since I don't
everybody.
work on Friday, I have nothing on Friday.
Oh,
You can just
really?
text me.
Oh, that'd
We're
be
back
nice.
for the another episode of our
Probably
Mixed.
Usually it's like 10
Back.
to 12.
Yeah, I'll definitely be up and doing stuff by then.
Awesome.
If you haven't fingered your own
I'm not
ass,
feeling it today, guys. I'm having a day. So
Back
let's
to
get
the
into this
podcast,
alcohol.
y'all,
On this
we
drink,
can kind
if
of
you
talk about
can
ourselves
get
for a
it to
bit,
stir,
alright?
if you drink it enough, you can like swish it around. Do that, because
I'm just
makes
gonna
the drink.
I'm just gonna take a
hell of a
huge
lot
chug
more
of it real
tolerable.
quick.
No, I want to drink tequila and then orange juice.
it does make it more
And then
bearable.
just grenadine. Look
Yeah.
at the bottom of that.
Do you have like straws or like spoons that we could use?
Use my mic for that.
No, Elijah.
sick, you coughed on my-
Stir. No, like I'm still
For
up to
reals.
here, and I stirred it. It's much better.
Like, look at the color difference.
But I have this. I
It's-
have this thing about my hands. Like they have to be clean. So if I did that, I'd have to go wash my hands.
I'm gonna go see if I can get
we can
some
we can
utensils.
help you out if you want.
No, that's even
Put your
worse.
finger out. Put your finger out. All right.
Here, Elijah, you can have mine.
Does anyone else want a spoon?
I'm good.
Let me use like the top part of
I'll always spoon you,
your
John.
water bottle.
Oh, you want
Stir
a
it like
utensil?
Oh.
No, I'm good.
I'll take one.
I will take.
As like no to the other thing?
No. But if you weren't offering, then
Just bring one, and Brandon
not
Brandon can
gonna
use
do-
it first, and I can just use it after.
Yeah, we can share. It doesn't matter. It's not like we're gonna be eating off of it. So,
y'all should talk about real spoons.
bitch. I realized that I
Oh,
was
wow.
just holding my microphone down here, so it was
Do you
still
wanna
down
stir yours
here,
too?
or I was still holding it, but it's too far
down.
away.
Yeah.
The color changed significantly when I did that, though.
John,
Yeah.
Gotta make it look like a sunrise.
John, is this too close to the microphone to
I don't have my
talk?
headphones on, dumbass.
Hey, post John. Is this too close?
John,
All right, let's
John,
do
this is
this
just-
now.
I'm gonna get up right to your ear with the.
Changed it.
That's
different
not
drink.
that bad anymore.
It's a different drink.
Okay.
I'd take another one
Wow.
if I just mixed it.
That actually, what?
I know.
What the fuck
This is a
happened?
huge change. That's why you always put the alcohol in
That's why
first.
you always put the alcohol first.
That's
you
a
like to
genuine.
I'm good. I'm good. Well, that's fine.
Did you just put that on the table? You're an asshole.
Where would you want me to put it, John?
In the sink.
You want me to go put it in the sink?
Do that thing. Do that thing.
or just not on the
give me a
table.
spoon.
Dude, listen to me. Do that thing where you like I don't know if I want to make it.
See, that's what you should have done.
All right, I'm sorry I didn't throw it on the floor.
Do that thing where like you set it by the sink, so like when you're not sure if you're gonna make another sandwich or not. We might make more drinks later. We might need to stir. Who knows?
I still,
By the end of the podcast, all of my utensils are just.
I do still taste the tequila,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a good flavor, but at least it is mixed in with the orange drink.
I honestly like it now.
Yeah, I like it.
I would take
so much
another
more
one.
now.
I probably still wouldn't because I can taste the tequila, and I guess maybe I'm really sensitive to tequila.
I could
or
just
something.
I could just make your second one without tequila. It would.
orange
you
juice
just
and
lose the-
grenadine.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I almost did a Shirley Temple, but every recipe called for vodka, and I don't have that.
Shirley Temples are pretty good though.
Shirley
Never
Temples
had
are
one.
great. It's just like it's
Isn't
just
that the animal cracker in my
Yes.
soup? Girl?
yeah, that's that girl.
Yeah, that's her.
She also got like
She's a drink.
Yeah.
she did like what Belle Delphine did. She sells her bath water, and that's a drink now. Shirley Temple.
No. Hey, I'm looking.
He said, "I'm gonna look this up." No, I'm fucking with you, dude.
I'm gonna look up
Shirley Temple bath
water.
That must be pretty high commodity now because she's dead, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's dead.
Imagine if they still took her bath like every day. They bathed her body. It just,
They use her like a tea bag. They just dip her in hot water.
That's what tequila's made from.
From Shirley Temple.
It's made from Shirley Temple's corpse.
It's Jose Cuervo himself we're drinking.
I believe it.
Right? Most
Yeah.
alcohol. I think there's like a little bit of human in all alcohol.
Wait.
So a Shirley Temple is ginger ale and grenadine.
Yes.
But mixed with
Mixed with
some
whatever.
You
alcohol.
put some
some
sort
like
of alcohol in
vodka.
it.
Yeah.
You threw.
You can get Shirley Temples at Bricktown.
You can get Shirley Temple's at. Well, I don't. You can't get the alcoholic kind at Red Robin. But they
Yum.
have- Yum. They have just
Not a
regular.
sponsor.
Two things. I'm losing money in crypto. How was your day?
Aren't we all? You're not. Oh, you sold out. No.
Dude, I looked at cryptocurrency and I was like, man, I kind of wish I hopped on that
Hey.
bandwagon.
Yeah.
Now's the time to buy. It's down.
Is it down?
It's 31.
Wait, on what?
On which?
I'm on
Doge?
Doge. Yeah.
I'm staying out of Doge.
What are you in?
I'm in. I got my hands in a little bit of everything.
Christian's probably in a few things you're into.
I only just now looked into Robinhood because Brandon
Don't-
was on it.
Don't do
Robinhood's
Robinhood.
sketchy.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't put any money onto it, but I'm actually like paying attention to the stock market
Use
through Robinhood.
use Fidelity.
Okay.
The only problem is Robinhood's UI is just
it's
so
amazing. Yeah, it's
good.
really
Like
good.
top
It's
tier.
so good,
Everything is so clear to like see and to
and it
understand.
updates like instantly.
Right.
Yes.
I like. What I'm using Coinbase. I'm moving. I have to because I have to like refresh to update what it is.
Yeah, on Robinhood, it's seriously just every second, just boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed. I like it. How was my day though?
How was your day?
My day today so far has been pretty cool. I mean, I've been just kind of chilling, waiting for this. I get really excited, and I have like ADHD, so I like power down until I have to do the thing I'm supposed to do. So I get a little anxious when people tell me time's moving.
Are you calling me out right now?
I'm calling out anybody who wants to try
Oh.
to make plans with me and move the time around.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we should just move the time to 4:00 because
Fair.
when I get off work, I always work out afterwards, and it tends to take a little bit. So 3:30 is like I would have to get off work exactly at 2:00. So it's not my fault.
I'm not getting mad at you. I'm not getting upset at you about it.
Right.
That is how my brain works, though.
Why do you do your job just at like 1:45? Just be like, you know what? I'm
a
done,
podcast.
and then fuck around for 10 minutes, and then say, all right, see you later. I'm heading home.
Is that what you do?
I think that's what.
When I'm not working
Explains a
with
bit.
you, because when I'm working with you, I leave when you do. But when we're not working together, yeah, I pretty much bullshit the last like whole hour of my shift.
Oh, dude, I'm busting my ass the last hour trying to get stuff done.
Maybe you're just really slow.
Maybe I'm just a good worker.
Maybe you're just really slow. Maybe I just do everything quickly, and so that I don't have anything to do by that time.
Oh, is that so?
There's
Yeah.
a poll for you guys. Any listeners, do you spend that last half hour actually doing work or trying to come up with an excuse as to how to get out of there just a little bit faster?
Our one listener, please fill out the poll.
And see, the thing is, with where we work, especially during night shift, I can leave like 10 minutes early. Like at 9:50, I can be like, "Hey, LOD, do you need anything else from me before I go home?" And they're like, "Nope." Because in 10 minutes, what can you do in 10 minutes?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you can't start.
Debatable.
You can't
If
start
you're-
doing backstock. You can pull things forward for 10 minutes, but that's not gonna. Nobody's gonna benefit from 10 minutes of blocking. You know.
That's what y'all call it, blocking?
No, that's what Market Street calls it. We call it. What do we call it?
Zoning.
Zoning.
John has a question.
Yes.
He brought up a great thing. Whenever I had a podcast like a year ago, we did a girlfriend application, and it was fucking hilarious. And the podcast ended up being like 3 hours long.
I want to do that.
Whenever you did polls, whenever you mentioned a poll,
Right.
I want to. If we get one viewer consistently, we're giving him a poll.
What's a girlfriend application?
I'll see if I can find it.
A girlfriend.
It was a poll that me and my friends did, and it has the most like bullshit questions.
Wait,
And-
like you apply, like you get people to apply to be your girlfriend?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like,
Yeah.
how often would you say you peruse like Facebook or whatever? Like
I
in the last 10 years?
I turned off all notifications for Facebook, so I check it like maybe once a week now.
Okay, but like back in like high school or middle school.
Oh,
you
a
were,
lot,
like, all
a
the time?
lot.
Okay, so anytime someone who was desperately single, they would always find that somehow
Yeah.
and share it. It's that application if you ever saw it
Yeah.
online.
Maybe I've seen that.
Well,
then.
we made our own completely.
Oh, you
And-
did your own?
Yeah,
That's
of
cool.
course, and it was filled with like SpongeBob or this, and it was just complete bullshit, and we judged them harshly.
Can you finish the quote?
One
Kinda
girl
type beat.
did, and so there was one that was like, "Please submit your resume before answering the following questions," and people submitted memes, of course.
Yeah.
But there's one girl that submitted a full ass resume, like filed out, professionally done
Like for the
for
position of
her
girlfriend.
previous relationships.
Oh my god.
Which weren't that many.
Yo.
And then like skills and like adequacies and things like that.
Did you get any references?
And she
You called her previous employers or not previous boyfriends? Like,
you got to
hey,
Scott Pilgrim it.
yeah.
You got to fight all her exes.
Fucking
were her hands clammy when you held it, or was it like nice?
what?
I like a clammy hand.
Like you would call her ex-boyfriends and be like,
Oh yeah,
you'd
yeah,
ask them
yeah.
questions.
Right, yeah. No, you just basically give them the resume, but like ask the questions about her. Not the resume, the application. But read it to the ex and see if
Yeah.
all the bullshit comes out.
I don't think we should do a girlfriend application considering we're all dating someone.
That's true.
But
Boyfriend.
so someone
It's
in the
gonna be funny.
relationship. And then, but no. So we should definitely do polls at some point because I think that's awesome. It's really really fun to do polls with
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think speaking on the girlfriend application, we should find those like the Facebook ads I'm specifically talking about for boyfriend applications
And
and
answer
fill them
them?
out.
We should all vote on one answer for each question, and that's like
Like a
our
collective.
answer.
We
Yeah.
are a collective boyfriend.
Yes.
The Mixed
Well,
Bag Podcast boyfriend.
boyfriend.
The only like I can always see like the questions that specifically pop up are like, do you like watching movies? Yes or no. Do you like cuddling in those movies? Yes, no. Like
Who would ever? Yeah,
No, fuck cuddling.
I hate fun.
I was like, I don't like watching movies particularly, so like I would put no on that on the movie part. But
I mean-
I'll cuddle you while you watch a movie. I just can't say I'll pay attention to the movie.
So I found it. Question 1: what is your vibe? It's a short answer. Question 2: daddy issues?
Oh, we're not
Question mark?
answering
Question mark?
anything?
Question mark?
Wait, are these yours?
Yeah.
Daddy
Oh my
issues.
God.
Daddy issues? Question mark?
Yes, please.
And the you can answer yes, you can answer no. It's complicated. The last one, you are my issue, daddy. What is your favorite thing to do? What is your dream job? Do you have the ability to be a sugar mama? What is your biggest regret? Do you post on TikTok? Music taste? Do you have a job? Height? Can you spell coconut with your hips? Political stance? Shop at Target? Smoking, drinking, vaping, alcohol, heroin, cigarettes, vape juice, methamphetamines, cocaine, bath salts, your mom, Little Debbie's, Ron Donald? Question mark? Yes
What?
or no?
Yeah.
Can you say that last one again?
Can I get that one more time, please?
Hobbies, pets. Do you like Russian bear dog,
No.
which was a dog I had at the time? How long is your hair? Do you poo poo?
No, all girls' buttholes are decorative.
Is cinnamon toast crunch a part of a complete breakfast? Marvel or DC? Fears or anxieties? Option 1 or 2.
Fears or anxieties?
I
Option
love-
1 or 2.
I love that in the same questionnaire as you saying, do you have any fears or anxiety? You ask, is cinnamon toast crunch part of a balanced meal?
Dude, I
so
honestly thought
funny.
if like when you hear these words, do you think balanced breakfast or new career choice, cinnamon toast crunch?
Definitely a career choice.
Definitely a career choice.
I would love to be a cinnamon toast crunch.
My stripper name is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
So Brandon, would you consider Jules to be your sugar mama, or are you the?
Well, for right now, considering I make more than her, I'm the sugar daddy.
Damn, you hear I bragged about that?
But once she graduates and starts a job, that is
She
not
doesn't have a job?
No, she does, but
Uh-oh.
that's not like a minimum wage.
A real
with,
job.
with her degree.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. A job with her degree, she'll be making probably like
Double
double or maybe even like triple.
What's she graduating with?
Nursing.
Oh,
That's what my girlfriend's doing.
Mm.
They're in the same
Fucking
program.
copycat.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. She was in it before Jules.
Yeah, when did she start?
2015. She's a
Jules
really slow
graduated in
learner.
2016.
No, she started like 2019, I think.
Oh.
Okay, I was about to say. She does one class. Per
I was
semester.
hoping it's like no one laughed at that, man.
I just let it go, dude. I was like, man, she's been in nursing school is long.
It's only 5 semesters. Actually, nursing school.
2.5.
Yeah, but you have to like
Yeah.
do like your basics beforehand
yeah.
and then get accepted into nursing school.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. All that jazz, you know?
Can we get back on topic, please?
Were we on top?
we were talking about everyone's day. So
Yeah.
we're relatively on topic.
So J-Dog had
An angsty day.
an angsty day.
Angsty, excited day.
It was not angsty. It was literally left on pause until like 3:30.
Yes.
Jerrod woke up. He saw the text that said like we're gonna do it at 4 instead, and he just goes.
He went to comatose for like a few hours.
Well, like I was also like I got pretty sick last night too, so I did read that message and went, "Fuck!" All right, I passed the hell out right after.
No, you know what you did? You like in Fallout or Skyrim, you waited.
I waited.
You sit
you
there
just
and waited.
That's
How
the
long?
best way.
Stood in the Arctic for 3 hours.
As time goes by, you just
That's the exact way to describe it, though, is waiting in Skyrim. That's exactly what it's like.
You just see like every second the sun moves a little
Yeah.
bit over the sun, over the sky.
Nice.
sun moves over the sun.
And because all I'm sitting there thinking about is like, all right, what's gonna happen when that podcast starts? Like, I
A
don't know,
bunch of
that's how my day goes.
nonsense and bullshit.
Which is basically what I could have been doing in preparation for.
Correct.
So, Elijah, how's your day?
It was a pretty good day. I worked today. I had some pretty good talks with a few coworkers.
Was it Jackson?
It was Jackson.
Was it?
It was
Medea?
Videa.
And no, Tyler wasn't there. So.
And Christian.
Oh.
Yeah, he worked today. And
I need to ask you about that after the podcast.
yes. I also started listening to 1984 on Audible.
Cool.
I'm not sure if you guys have ever read that.
The Taylor Swift album.
Yes.
No,
That's
goddamn it.
1989.
Is it 89? Oh.
Yes.
I thought it was 84.
No.
Yeah, like
Weird that
the,
it's in the 80s.
Yeah.
the dystopian book by George Orwell.
Oh, wait.
Orwell.
Yeah. It's honestly like one of my favorite books. It's spectacular.
It's about communism, right?
It's like censorship and stuff like that.
Is
It's
that
about
what it is?
it's
Oh.
about the government controlling every aspect of your life.
I'm mixing it with where Big Brother comes from. It's
Yes,
1984.
yeah, Big Brother is
I'm
watching
mixing
you.
it with Animal Farm.
Yes, Animal Farm. He also wrote that book.
The book, in 1981, the book was challenged in Jackson County, Florida for being pro-communism.
I mean, I bet some schools probably tried to ban it.
Yeah.
No,
So
it
it
was
seems,
definitely on. Like,
unironically, why is a capitalistic society trying to ban
Yeah, exactly,
information?
Wah, wah, wah.
I think that's a little outside of our pay grade.
Yeah. No,
guys are
we
getting
have
paid
the
for
right to talk
this?
about this.
We have
know
the
what
right
we're
to
doing.
talk about it.
Do you guys think so? Like the whole thing of like Big Brother in like 1984 is like they have every single room has what's called like a telescreen that can pick up audio and records the entire room. So at any possible second, you don't know if you're being watched or not. And back then, and even like now, people read that they're like, "Well, I wouldn't want that," you know. But Childish Gambino has this album, and a few of the lines he talks about how all of us pretty much like with our phones we track what we do every day and upload it to like social media or whatever. Therefore the government doesn't even have to spy on us because we're doing it for them, you know.
And we also keep the thing on us at all times.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like if when you call someone and you and they like answer in their pocket, you can still hear their voice very clearly. That just goes to show you that the microphone could turn on at any second and someone could listen into you in the room right now. I mean, shit, we're talking to microphones right now. No one says this actually gets posted anywhere, but who's to say no one else is listening to it?
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. I mean, I know I talked to John about this once, but you can like request for Google to send you all the information that they have on you. And obviously they're not going to send you all the information, but the information they did send me, they had like every place I had visited within the past like 6 years, like every single place that was like registered as like a business, you know, or a house. And they even had conversations, just random conversations. I wasn't on my phone. It wasn't a phone call. I was just like hanging out with like a few friends, and it picked up on some of the audio, like the conversation that we were having, and it was like stored to their like, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's fucking freaky.
When I found that was like, okay, I need to take this more seriously now.
Do your guys' phone, like if you ever go like to a restaurant or something and come back home, does it ever say like, how was iPod?
Yes.
Yeah, Google
Yeah.
will
My
pop up
phone
with it.
always does that. Anytime I go anywhere, unless it's Target, then you know they know I work there, so they don't.
Mine doesn't do that now because I have a VPN, so they don't know where I'm at. But
Okay.
How was Paris?
I went to
how was Scandinavia?
I took my trip to Washington a couple weeks ago, and like I'd been there like 5 years ago. My phone remembered. Like I went to the Walmart in Spokane, and it was like, hey, you were here 4 or 5 years ago. Here's some things you picked up, and I was like, wait, I picked up shit. You know, I picked up shit.
Now, okay, that's weird.
And see, they market it as like, hey, look, we're just trying to like help you out and be more user friendly, you know, like
Well,
nostalgia.
They market it as advertisement. We're just finding a way to bring you ads that are more enjoyable for you. But I don't know.
But
it's
really,
kind of over excessive.
they're selling the information to those advertisers.
Yeah.
Which influences your purchasing decisions. Even like they sell to like Facebook, like your information, which can actually influence like political stances that some people have, you know, cause like divisions between people.
Facebook.
I wanted to bring that up. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were talking. Go ahead.
Facebook went to the Supreme Court, didn't it? With Facebook.
I don't know if it's
specifically?
the Supreme Court, but they
Mark Zuckerberg.
It
he
wasn't that where that meme came from, where he was sitting
the
there?
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his eyes.
I mean, that was Cambridge Analytica, like this British company that like was hired by different politicians around the world to try to influence through social media elections, and they were pretty successful in certain elections. And so Mark Zuckerberg was subpoenaed to come to Congress and speak about their dealings with that company and all that.
And the only issue with that is everyone in Congress has no understanding of technology at all, so it really didn't even
Precisely.
do anything.
Yeah, exactly. They have like a basic understanding of what it was like 10, 20 years ago, you know, but technology has advanced so much now that like they have no idea what goes on.
all those like political leaders like stay off of social media like that too for that exact same purpose. So like that they don't know what we see.
I mean,
normal average American.
Like I don't think Congress people, if you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't like go on like Twitter, because like everyone remembers Ted Cruz, right?
Yeah,
Like when he liked that porn video.
he's a dude though. Like you really can't get onto him for that. And
But just like on his official account.
fair,
Why were you? Yeah.
very fair. But I don't know, man. Social media is such a weird like gray area to me.
Y'all never share your favorite porn videos to all your friends on Facebook?
Y'all ever?
Y'all ever click the share button?
I'm opening up about it, but like watching
God.
porn videos, there were like links at the bottom to share on like Twitter and Facebook and Google.
Yeah, whoever clicked on that?
Google
Can you
Plus. I
imagine?
share all my porn to Google Plus.
All my one friend circle, who is me and my other 2 emails.
So whenever you watch like a pornographic video and it's like 100,000 views, there's probably someone really important within that 100,000 views. And we never thought about it until Ted Cruz fucked up. But who else didn't fuck up? Everyone didn't fuck up.
Who
Lindsey
beat their
Graham
means to the same-
probably.
Who?
Lindsey Graham. He was like this real bull. Like he just sucks. He's a terrible politician.
Isn't he the one that like pictures or someone came out and said that he was like cross-dressed at parties and had sex with like a bunch of dudes?
I don't know about that exactly. I just know his policies. And
I'd
through
have to
that,
ask
he's
Jules
awful.
because I've definitely heard that name before. They have like a certain like nickname for him that's like very effeminate.
Well, just typing in his name, the thing that comes up is like how he disagrees with troop withdrawal in Syria.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that I was like, well,
He's
maybe,
he's a real neocon, pretty
Yeah.
much. So
What was that word again?
neocon, it's just like the conservatives, like George Bush era, that
He's
like
a-
supported like Americanism and going and spreading America to the world, stuff like that.
Oh.
He's that mentality.
Leave the rest of the world alone. Let the rest of the world have their culture so America can finally develop one of their own.
Jerrod,
Other than racism.
Jerrod,
Racism isn't a cultural choice.
how can we leave other countries alone when they're
Oil.
not American?
when they have oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, every country has to be like us.
The entire world needs to be speaking English.
Yes.
And
Look, this is America. Speak English.
don't catch you fucking hell. Don't catch you slipping up.
Don't catch you slipping up. You just slipped up.
I did slip up, dude.
You better
Stay
not have
woke.
anybody catch you.
So I just thought about this. Like, we're the only country that's like going for Mars, right? I can't think of any
I
other
believe
news
so.
about another country going for Mars.
There's got to be another space race for that, right? Do you think Russia or China would hop on that race?
I know.
Russia's too busy trying to invade Ukraine.
I think China, or I don't think it's Japan, but I swore there's one other country that thought about it, but I don't know if like they're
You'd have to
actually.
use an entire island of Japan just to launch into space.
That's true. I just don't know if anybody else sees the real market in that, because like Tesla's doing it just because they make a shit ton of money,
Yeah, they can do it privately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like NASA doesn't get funded enough to really like get that far.
Oh, this is completely like drug out from news in the U.S., but like everyone's been to Mars apparently.
Everyone's been to Mars?
I
Yeah.
think there's been like rovers and
Mars
stuff.
2, lander built by the Soviet Union, launched tandem 1970.
Really?
First thing touched Mars surface 1970. I didn't know that. I thought we were the first.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody else was on there.
Y'all hear the rover was about to die again?
Was
had-
it really?
second one?
The new one that just came
Yeah,
on there?
they had to put it into a hibernation mode.
Wait, why? What
it,
happened?
It got caught into some windstorm on Mars.
Oh, actually, I think I do remember
That
hearing about
sucks.
I have this. I read that headline, and I told my girlfriend my theory on this is that Mars is inhabited by aliens, but they just on the side they're able to stay on the side that doesn't face Earth, and every time the rover would like naturally get there, they just kind of turn it around.
that. They just start like
pick it
picking
up.
up dust, and they're like, "Whoa, big windstorm's coming in." And then they like as soon as they see that it's in hibernation mode, they like go, "All right, turn around." And so that once it comes back on,
They think they're going the same way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done the entire Mars surface area, but there's really a whole other side that the
Or like, what if they had like the rover in like a virtual room they created that was on like a treadmill, so it felt like it was moving, and the environment around it is just screens, but it looked like it was moving with it, but it's really just staying in place.
Why does the robot need to be tricked so hard?
Well, that way like they're moving it and they see that it's moving, but it's really just moving in place. So they're not tricking the robot; they're tricking the people that are trying to move the robot.
Oh, the aliens are doing this, is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah, no, not the
I thought you were
humans.
saying, I thought you were saying the human race put this Mars rover on a treadmill, on a red treadmill, just so we could think we're exploring this planet. In reality, Mars isn't even red. Like,
Mars isn't even real. They have it somewhere on Earth, just in like someone's basement.
it's the same place they filmed the moon landing.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it kind of crazy that like all the knowledge that you know is just from somebody else that told
It's all
you?
trusting it.
Yeah.
It's all trusting it.
Like we only know that Mars and Pluto and all these different things exist and they are the way they are because somebody else told us that.
I mean, you can see Mars sometimes.
You can see it enough to like make out distinct features.
this whole skyline,
Not that you can see it there, but like that you could actually like, oh, well, it has this big red dot and it has all this stuff. And
Yeah, like with telescopes.
It's all.
so you've seen it.
I don't own a telescope.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You're
just trusting
you're
someone who
believing
does.
what other
So-
people told you.
So you're saying that every amateur person that owns a telescope is lying to the rest of
I'm just saying you have. I'm not saying like obviously things have credibility to them.
Right.
But it's just like a lot of the information that you know is based off of what other people told you instead of you experiencing it for yourself.
Okay.
Like we
gotcha.
know Mars exists, but do we know Mars has windstorms like that?
Right. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
There's only a certain level. Yeah, there's only a certain level that you can like ever know for yourself.
That's also
you know.
the thing. One of the last classes I took in high school was a Stars and Galaxy class, and one of the first things I heard of from my professor was that like this book could be completely rewritten in 5 years. We don't know. Most of it's theories.
Yeah.
Most of what we know about space is theories because we can't get out there.
Am I the only one who thinks that we should also be exploring the oceans?
Yes, we don't know enough about the ocean. There's way too much unexplored.
Fuck the ocean, dude.
We have a finite amount of space on the Earth.
Yeah.
Let's go through all of that before we try to go through the
Yeah.
infinities of the galaxy.
What if we do find something like Atlantis or
Exactly.
Or Rapture.
or Rapture or fucking Relay,
Kaiju.
Rie,
Yeah, we wake up.
Cthulhu,
Yeah, would we really want to fuck with stuff down there?
Godzilla.
Isn't Cthulhu going to come from like another plane of existence though?
Yeah, technically he came from he's a cosmic horror. So he came from like outer space and then he's on Earth. He's hibernating in the sunken city of Rie. Which is in the midpoint. It's like the point furthest away from any point of land in the ocean, which is somewhere like it's Antarctica, Africa. It's in like that ocean.
In South America.
The-
Like that ocean.
Uh,
Is that the
Between
Atlantic?
Africa and South America. Oh fuck! Well, that's weird.
but
Still
it's
really
like
good.
it's like Africa, Antarctica, and then like India, I think, and then like the furthest point. It's called Point Nemo.
Mm-hmm.
That's the furthest point from any piece of land. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where supposedly the sunken city is. And that's where Cthulhu lies dead, dreaming.
We launched. What's our rover called?
There's Curiosity.
Curiosity died,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then there
There
Perseverance?
was. I think
Yeah.
that's the newest one, right?
yeah, Perseverance. So, I think before the launch of Perseverance, China launched their own, which is way heavier and way bigger, but it hasn't landed yet. They're like orbiting around it right now, and it's planning to land in May or June.
Actually, I think because Jules and I were talking about Mars rovers. I think when that one was starting to shut off, so we were looking it up and we were like, oh yeah, there was one. You're probably right. The one
Yeah, it's
that
called Taiwan Wind. I don't know how to. I'm not Chinese.
fair.
Yeah.
He's British from Arkansas.
Dude, imagine if like we sent our rover
British saw.
after they did,
Yeah,
but like
attack them.
yeah, exactly.
Are we literally starting Star Wars now with fucking Mars rovers?
Or what's
BattleBots.
that? Yeah, BattleBots, but it's on Mars.
So the next American rover that's to go up, can we just like tape tape a broadsword to it?
Yes, like a fucking bayonet.
It doesn't even have like an arm to use it. It's just like duct tape to it.
Yeah,
And you just have to turn it fast enough.
It's blocking some of the solar sensors.
We need to turn them into Beyblades.
Yeah, it just spins.
Dude, then they just like revive themselves off of the winds there.
Perfect.
Exactly. That wasn't supposed to be a joke. That was supposed to be legit.
No, yeah, that's perfect.
Do you guys remember Bakugan?
I was all over that shit.
We still sell them.
Really?
Magno
Yeah, we have
Drago.
like a little section for them.
I never like owned one or watched the show, but I just remember all my friends in elementary school bringing them to school. It's a
Battle
little
Brothers.
ball. You just put on
Oh, yeah, yeah,
anything
yeah.
like metallic at all, and it would just open up, and it's the coolest thing ever. I have no idea what they did, but it was just cool.
Do you know how that game actually plays?
Nope.
So like you both play your metal card, and if both of you have a Bakugan land on it, you compare your numbers, and then whoever has the higher number takes the card. But then you had these extra cards that would like give you bonuses to it.
That sounds kind of
It
fun.
was really, it's a very easy game to play.
That sounds easy.
It's
Yeah.
very easy.
The only card game I ever got into was Magic.
Dude, Magic's so fun.
Yeah, expensive.
Magic
Very
as hell.
expensive.
Do you want to know a quick story? I own like 3,000 cards, 4,000, maybe 5,000 Magic cards, because I was family friends with this huge collector who like spent his entire savings on Magic, and then he got arrested for child molestation.
Oh,
So the I
Oh.
just kind of yoinked the cards.
He won't be needing these.
no child toucher needs to be playing Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
You guys want to know a fun fact about Magic the Gathering? You know who it's made by?
Same Wizards of the Coast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same people who make
Who?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Who?
That's D&D. The 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons has a few source books for D&D that are based in the Magic the Gathering universe.
Oh shit.
They also made Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Yes, they did.
That's a fun
Yes,
game.
they did.
Where's the Coast been everywhere, dog?
Yeah.
They were the original distributors of like most of these card games. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, I think was part of Wizards of the Coast at one point.
Really?
Going back to episode 1, who here would panic the most in playing a horror game or a scary game?
Me.
No objections?
You think so?
Yeah, I think it would easily be me.
Why?
Because
Cause I'm a pussy.
I'm a pants pisser.
Really?
I won't piss myself, but I will leave. I'll be the one to leave the room.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, I would. I mean, I've played like horror VR games, and ooh, that shit's scary.
Yeah.
But once you're in it, you're like, well, because like when you're like playing a horror game just on the TV, you know that it's just on the TV. But when it's VR, everywhere you look around you is the environment. There's no way to get out of it. But at the same time, like once you're in it, you're like, well, there's something I can do to get out of it, so just you have to deal with it.
No. I would open Alien Isolation and then just hide in a locker for 20 minutes.
See, Alien Isolation is a different story, though.
I mean, but those games do a great job at just making you feel so tense. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's scary. It's just like you're always on the edge of your seat wondering.
Well, isn't that scary, though? Feeling like
yeah.
this giant fucking alien creature is going to come down from a vent at any time and
That's
murder
true.
you?
Yeah. I guess it just depends on like when you expect it. Like if you're not expecting something to happen, it's right there.
See, the most recently that I've dealt with horror games, besides the Resident Evil 8 demo, there's only a little bit in there that was kind of spooking me, but was actually Resident Evil 7.
I couldn't even begin to start Resident Evil 7. It freaked me out too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I don't know if you guys have how much gameplay you guys have seen, but it's in kind of the beginning of the game. It's where after you find Mia, your wife or whatever, for the first time, and she gets like pulled like down into the basement again, and all the lights are off, and it's really dark, and you slowly have to walk, and you open the basement door, and it's like pitch black at the bottom of the steps, and all you see, of course, is just steps leading down, and you hear this like just really gross like growling sound. I could not go down the steps for like 5 minutes. I was like, I can't play this game anymore. I can't play this game. But then
Staring at the
when
steps.
I finally started going down and whatever happened, I was like, okay, that wasn't that bad. I was
Whatever happened is an understatement of
See, I don't
what
know.
happens.
There's a lot that happens.
There's a lot that
well,
happens.
no, I'm just saying
Yeah.
in that right instant. Okay.
Yeah.
What happens is she like just kind of like she just runs up the stairs at you and starts like attacking you.
Nah, cause the second she run up those stairs, The game's off. My controller's broken because how hard I threw it to get out of that room, and I broke the couch jumping over it.
But by attack you, she's like supernatural and like actually stabs you and you
Yeah.
see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, like crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, game's off. I mean, I'm dead. Like,
Yeah.
fuck my character.
No,
I'm not in
because-
the room anymore.
The thing is with me is if something comes at me fast, it's scary, but like it's over. I can deal with it. If something's coming at me slowly, and especially because she's, I'm pretty sure she was just walking up the stairs, right? Or was she crawling up the stairs?
I don't
isn't she, like,
remember.
I don't remember.
She's
We're
never
probably gonna
not,
cut this out just
Um,
to save people who haven't played the game.
Yeah.
right, but
Can't cut me out of this. I haven't played it, and I'm just kidding.
I can't. One thing I can't stand is crawling. I don't know why. Crawling in like a horror game, anything crawling towards me.
Like bear crawling, or do you,
Babies just scare the shit out of me.
no,
man.
or do you mean like exorcism crawling type shit, where they're like
either.
head turns to fate the right way?
Yes, either. Anything that like slowly like crawls towards you, it freaks me the fuck out. Like Resident Evil lickers are scary as shit.
Yo, but speaking of children and crawling, anytime a child's in a horror anything,
Yeah.
I'm immediately
Don't trust that child.
I'm taking out. I'm like, I don't wanna do
Bioshock.
that.
Yes.
I
Okay,
love-
Bioshock.
Never played Bioshock.
Love Bioshock.
I never found Bioshock scary though.
Really? I found it
Really?
pretty.
I found
That's pretty
it,
intense.
Yeah.
it's intense, but I never found it scary.
You're talking like no little sister like scraping the floor freak you out.
I mean, yeah, it's freaky, but I guess it wasn't like Resident Evil 7 or like Outlast kind of scary to me.
Outlast is
It
its
was-
own
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Because it was very well determined that it was just the environment and the fact of like the time you came into this place.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was able to get into
I
the
guess
setting of
when you're told that
Bioshock.
it's a first-person shooter, you kind of get in the mindset that it's okay to
That's
not be
probably what it
afraid.
was.
Okay.
I also love using
Plus-
the plasmids and
Yeah,
shit.
say once you
Yeah.
start getting your powers, I got a little less afraid because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I can just.
I hate looking at the splicers too closely. Yeah,
Yeah.
Have you guys played any of the Dead Space games?
I played a little bit
No.
of most of them. Yeah,
Dead Space.
freaky.
I've played at least a little bit of the first one. It's terrifying.
Really?
Yeah, because those things,
yeah.
what are they called? They're not xenomorphs. That's alien.
I don't know what they're called.
Well, anyway, the monsters, the aliens in the game, they like sprint at you, and they're all. It's just, of course,
You
it also
feel-
is really tense too.
Yeah, you feel like you can't do shit against them.
Yeah.
I think that's
Even though
games
you
that
got-
like don't give you options are sometimes the best games that like scare you just because
Like-
like you feel like there's nothing you can do to stop it from getting you, you know.
Yeah.
So when you do narrowly escape, like that's like in Resident Evil 2, the remake, such an amazing game. Like the movement was
Perfect.
so limited that it was hard to get away from things. But in
Yeah.
3, they added like the dodge
The
mechanic,
dodge, yeah.
which kind of took away that feeling of like,
I still sucked ass at dodging though.
really?
Yeah.
That's what it is with. That has to be what it is with like Resident Evil and Outlast. Is that they only give you so much in the game to barely make it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not the type of I love me a shooter game where I know I'll find ammo in the next room.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Resident Evil, like you have 7 bullets for this whole level.
Yeah.
Use them wisely.
Yeah.
And then they give you an enemy that cannot be killed. So you waste all your ammo on it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I love. I love Resident Evil so much.
I can't fuck with that mechanic, dude. It takes too much power away from me.
See, if we ever start a gaming channel, you know, I would love to play Resident Evil for you guys because, of course, I love Resident Evil.
If we did a gaming channel, would you like it to be like Game Grumps almost? Like
Yes.
we're all in the room, like kind of
Yeah.
shitting around as someone's
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, it's the game. The fact that we're playing a video game is happenstance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do like the idea of a Game Grumps style.
Oh, yeah.
The game just helps move the conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Brandon, how was your
Yeah.
day?
My day has been, I don't know, it's just been a day. It's been good.
How's it been since we last recorded?
It's been fine. Nothing too crazy. I mean, this morning I took Jules' little brother to school.
Said I took my daily vitamins. Took my one a day.
I did take my ear medicine today.
That's good.
Yes,
You're
it is
supposed to take
good.
your medicine. Take your medicine, children.
Yep, I have
Did
to take.
you get anything new about the house?
Oh shit! What?
No, I mean, yeah, we're moving into a house.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because you know, the baby's on the way. So, we need a house of our own, not with 6 other people living in it. Not confined to 1 bedroom.
Yeah.
How soon is that going to be?
First week of May is when we move in.
Wow.
So we need to start packing.
What the hell are you doing here then? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Thank
huh?
you for being here with us.
I
Hey,
mean,
Brandon, I think I found something that's going to make your day a lot more better.
Y'all, I need to pee.
I already saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Resident Evil. They're adding Resident Evil 4 VR for the
Resident
Oculus
Evil
Quest
4 is on
coming later
every
this year.
fucking system
Does
ever.
everybody have the Oculus Quest?
I do.
Both of us do.
No.
I have the first one. He has the second.
Skyrim's on everything.
Skyrim and
Skyrim,
Resident Evil
yeah.
4 are both on everything.
Can you play Resident Evil 4 on the Alexa?
No.
Yeah.
I will say. Okay. Resident Evil 4 has been released on GameCube, PlayStation 2, Wii, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox. It's literally been... just give me all 3 mics. I'll talk to them. Resident Evil 4 is like... They're even remastering it again. Resident Evil 4 is being remastered again. That's
The
crazy.
only Resident Evil I really... Because I have a friend named Ramses, and Ramses loves horror games. So he played 7 and whatever else. But I only played 5.
I love Resident Evil 5.
Resident Evil
5,
5's pretty fun.
it's pretty fun if you got a buddy to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the first one I actually
Stupid-
played.
What's her name? Julia or whatever?
I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
Who, the
The
Sheva?
AI? Sheva!
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI. Bad.
I never
does kinda
played with
suck
AI.
ass.
Yeah. I played it once with this girl that I had a crush on at the time.
Oh my.
And I remember like I didn't know the mechanics, so I thought like we had to like sneak around. So you can either like open the door or you can just fucking bust
Yeah,
down
yeah.
the door.
Yeah. I
love
So I
that.
would always just like open the door and be like, who's there? And then she would always just like kick the shit out of it.
You know that if there's an enemy behind a door and you slam it, they'll fly back.
Oh. So it's actually, is there ever a reason why you shouldn't slam it?
In the whole game, I can't think of one scene where like creaking the door was better.
No, it's not. It doesn't make a difference. There's no stealth in that game.
Yeah, not really.
Oh. Well. I only played it once, so I don't feel dumb.
I mean, it's still a. It is one of the first few Resident Evil games that I did play. I love it though. Love it.
I made the mistake of breaking the seal.
All right. So now that we have figured out, well, no, we gotta wait. John,
Oh, you already heard about my day with the police.
that is fair.
Oh, yeah.
That was today.
Yeah, that was like 30 minutes, like 2 hours before you got here.
Dang.
Oh,
30 minutes.
well, let's talk about this album.
Shit, yeah, we did have an album to talk about, huh?
Yeah, we have not talked about that yet.
Be careful for your drink.
It's empty.
Okay.
Well, so this week was my album. Mine was Sensational by Young Gravy. I find it a funny album, but I want to hear what y'all have to say about it first.
Elijah, do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You can go first.
This was the first of Young Gravy that I'd heard besides that one song that got famous on TikTok. The juice, sauce, little bit of dressing. I
cannot remember what song that is.
It's we just looked it up last night too.
I'm pretty sure I can give
Shit.
you most of the words to that song.
I don't know. I don't know what it's. I don't remember what it's called. But other than that, this was the first I had heard from Young Gravy. I was really impressed by it. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's a really funny guy. He's got some great lyrics. Most of the songs on here, I did give everything above a 5. But other than that, yeah, I was really impressed with him and the whole album.
Yeah, I had never heard of Young Gravy before, but I forgot about listening to it until like after lunch today at work.
Hell yeah.
And so I listened to
So
it for the
everything is-
last like 40 minutes of my shift.
It's all fresh in your mind then, huh?
And it's honestly from the very first song, just like the beats to it, you know, like the flow that he has going with it. Every song besides 2 were a 7 or above, and even then those are just 6s. So I very much enjoyed this album.
I'm really interested in hearing which ones you put as the two lowest because I have two that are one's a 5 and one's a 5.5.
So then let's
Start from the top.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
Gravy for Pope for you guys? Like, how was that one?
That one was a 7 for me.
I gave that one a 6.5.
He got the strap with the scope, bro.
Uh-huh.
Dude, like, Gravy for Pope. I mean, this entire album is just everything he says is fucking hilarious.
Can I just say what a great opening to an album?
Yes.
Even though I did give it a 6.5, that's still, you know, that's a high.
Well,
Or-
and I think I liked him so much too because he sounds like this other artist / YouTuber that I listen / watch, and
Who?
his name's Jakey or
Oh,
Nakey Jakey.
I was gonna say he reminded me a lot of Lil Dicky, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, that too. Yeah, like
See,
the same kind of genre.
Little Dicky walked so Young Gravy could run.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you rate the songs, Jerrod?
I did not rate the songs.
Okay.
I don't like rating the albums I choose for this.
Okay, gotcha. So then, Elijah, what'd you get for Buttered Up?
I gave that one an 8. I thought that one was significantly better.
I gave that one an 8. That was
Buttered
my-
Up's a 10. Y'all both are wrong.
Buttered Up. I will say was my favorite song off the
It's
album.
a solid
Really?
10.
Yeah, I fucking The thing about Buttered Up is that I know he's probably not talking about actual Mrs. Buttersworth, but to think that he is talking about a syrup bottle makes it so much better.
That's the way you looked at that. You were
Yes.
Talking about specifically
Mrs. Butterworth, the syrup bottle that's animated like in the commercials.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Wait.
that's the way that I saw it.
That's that one? I thought that's not Aunt Jemima?
No.
With the animated Bible?
No.
Bottle, I mean.
That's no, Mrs. Butterworth.
That is
Mrs.
Mrs.
Butterworth, how do you get your syrup to taste so sweet? I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
For a second, I thought this was a real commercial that you were saying.
No, that's a Vine.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
That's anyway.
Charlene's a 9. I really like Charlene.
I gave Charlene a 6. I did like it though. I did like it a lot.
Okay. Why 9 to my 6?
I don't know just because that one's the one that featured I don't know what her name was.
Mia Gladstone.
Mia Gladstone.
Was she in another popular song? Because her voice sounded very familiar.
Probably. I can probably Google something.
I've never heard of her, but they just I don't know. I felt like it went very well together. The both of them going
Yeah.
back and forth.
I
you
get
know.
that. Yeah.
What is Charlene? I can't remember how Charlene goes for some reason.
See, I listened to it yesterday, and I have a really terrible memory, so I don't remember how a lot of these songs sound.
Charlene's not one of my favorites on that album. The next song, The Boys Are Back in Town, another 10.
I give that one an 8.
I gave that one a 6.5.
Puya, Ramirez, and Trippy the Kid. Great rapper. If y'all like Young Gravy, I would definitely give any of those names another a try as well. Or if you like The Boys Are Back in Town, I'd give all of them a listen.
I will say Magic was a 6 for me. I liked it, but it just out of all of them was towards the bottom for me.
I gave that one a 7.
He's just like Alakazam. I don't know exactly how it goes, but
Oh yeah, okay.
he's like a magician of some sort.
Y'all can tell exactly which ones are my favorite. Like Charlene and Magic, I had no idea what the hell. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Whip a Tesla.
I gave that one a 6.5. I think my ratings are a little off because I really liked Whip a Tesla, but yeah, like I said, I gave it a 6.5.
Huh.
I say you said your
Alexa.
highest one was an 8.
Alexa, how many bitches fit in a Tesla?
I made an Alexa routine.
Oh,
So it will play that song. I will go,
That's-
Alexa, how many bitches fit in the Tesla? And then it will just start playing Whip a Tesla
That's
by Young
awesome.
Gravy.
I didn't know you could do that.
You can. It's really cool. It doesn't take curse words really well, even if you type it in to the thing.
Yeah.
So, it's like, how many inches are in whatever? So it tries to answer any question other than playing my routine.
uh-huh.
Like, no, Alexa.
You should just say how many bees are in a Tesla.
How many are in a Tesla?
It's not the same though.
It's not the same. It needs to be the lyric.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Daddy Aioli interlude. I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 5.
First time I listened to it was when I listened to this album for this. I had never heard that. Not bad.
Yeah, I think it's kind of just like one that you would listen to only with the album.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Skippable
For sure.
song.
The next song, my favorite song,
Gravy Train.
Gravy Train, partially because the song that samples with it is by Maxine Glad. Yeah, Gliding Well or something like that.
That song. Okay.
Yeah.
Love that song. That is like one of my favorite songs. And so as soon as I heard it come on, it's like, did I put my phone on shuffle and somehow start playing this song?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was just part of this song.
That
It was
does sound
so
like-
good.
I'm glad you looked at that song though and heard the sample of it and didn't get upset, because I know people who will listen to that song, hear the sample, and go, "Man, I'm so glad they're playing that song." And then
then
Gravy
they-
starts rapping on it, and they're just like, "What the hell is this?
No,
What is this?"
Yeah.
I thought it was very
creative.
creative. I really like that song.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.5, but I also did really like that song.
E.T. is probably my least favorite album on the track, but I'm not a fan of Little Mayo.
I don't like Mayonnaise either.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I gave it a 7. I don't really remember that one that well,
I
but
don't remember
obviously
it
I
either.
liked it enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not great.
I gave it a 6.
Little Mayo is this like artist whose persona is like a fake alien. Like,
Oh,
his
it's
persona's
that
an
one.
alien. Yeah.
I was Jules and I got Jimmy John's for dinner last night. As a side note, that's all I
Cool.
wanted to say. No, and I had a few songs from this album on shuffle, and E.T. came on, and
Hey Brandon, did you know I had asparagus last night for dinner?
fuck up. The point of this story was that E.T. came on while we were in the car, and that was the only song that we had heard that Jules was like, "Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one."
I'm not a fan of E.T.
Yeah,
You guys have seen the movie though, right?
no.
That movie freaks me the fuck out.
I think it freaked every child out who did watch it.
No, but I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it
But
as a child.
I had a nightmare as a kid. So this is we'll come back to the album in a second. But
Side note.
when I was a kid,
Did you know that as a kid I was scared of the movie Nightmare on Elm Street? Just a fun fact.
no, okay,
Relatable.
no. The reason why, because E.T. is such like a happy, lovable character, but I had never seen it. I just seen what he looked like, and then I can still picture it in my mind. But I had a nightmare as a kid to where, like, I'm not sure if there's only one E.T. or if there's like extra ones like him on his planet.
E.T. Phone Home.
So okay, so yeah, so
He's
there's
got a
others that
home
look
planet.
just like him, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay, so I had a dream that multiple ETs broke into my house, and my dad like ran down the hallway like, "Hurry, hide under the bed." And I remember us hiding, like all like jumping under the bed real quick, but my dad like couldn't fit. And so I just remember them pushing him onto the bed, and through the mirror, I could see them kill him with a chainsaw, like just murdered him. And so after this innocent little character, yeah. And then after seeing that,
Your
I
dad
just
got murked by E.T.
I could never watch the movie. Like to this day, I still have not seen it.
That's hilarious.
Damn, son.
It's pretty fucked up.
That is
Goodness.
fucked.
My poor little innocent mind was ruined at the age of 5.
Fucking.
Man.
So that's why I hated the song. You know, brought bad memories.
Trauma.
Yeah.
Traumatic.
You have some PTSD from a dream you had.
That shit's real though.
If we ever get my brother, my biological brother, on the podcast, he needs to talk about his nightmare he had about the fucking Cat in the Hat movie. The
Like
one
the-
with Mike Myers. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Don't spoil it. I want to wait.
Well, I wouldn't even be able to tell it justice,
Give it
Lee.
justice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right, so we got Alley Oop next, featuring Lil Baby.
I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 5.5. That was my second lowest on the album.
I don't remember too much about it.
Alley Oop keeps randomly popping up in my my soundtrack, and that's an easy skip for me. I don't much care for that song.
Richard Simmons is really good though.
I thought
appreciated
Richard
that
Simmons
one.
was really funny. There was a line in Richard Simmons that he said, I can't remember what it is, but he rhymed it with Richard Simmons, and I was like, you cannot rhyme those two together. I hate him for that, but it's so funny.
Oh, I can't find the lyrics. Of
I was
that.
gonna say I would need to look the lyrics up.
I'll look it up. Y'all keep going to that list.
Okay,
Pizzazz, I gave it 9 actually.
I gave it a 6.5, but I did like it. I think
I feel like
these
you're
last-
super strict with all these.
No, I think these last. I think I had to pause it a lot with these last few songs when I was at work.
So you can just listen to it all the way through.
Yeah, so I was really confused about the.
I was in the dairy vault when I listened to like half of these.
Okay, yeah, or maybe Tyler was trying to talk so much, so I couldn't like focus on it.
I feel that.
I don't know.
I'm seeing he's rhyming Simmons with winning and swimming. Rich Simmons, Raph Simmons, thick women, bad bitches. 6 figures on your head, flip like a spatula. Richard Simmons winning, swimming. Yeah, I'm only seeing him rhyming Richard Simmons with swimming and women.
Maybe it was the...
And winning. Got my wrist spinning, looking like I'm Richard Simmons. Diamonds dancing on my wrist, just like I'm Richard Simmons.
Spit it,
Got the
J-Dog.
paddock with the drip, like I'm fucking winning. Diamonds dancing on my wrist, like I'm Richard Simmons. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Dude, I want J-Dog to do a cover of this song.
I want to do a cover of a song where I
Oh.
just do it very boringly.
Never mind. I found the lyric I like. It's fuck your bitch, gone in 60 seconds, call me Nick Cage, gravy going national, I'm looking for the treasure. It was the fact that he referenced fucking Nicolas Cage and Gone in 60 Seconds and National Treasure. That's what it was. Okay.
All right, the last song, One Thought, Two Thought, Red Thought, Blue Thought. First of all, just the name, beautiful.
Fantastic name.
Beautiful.
I only gave it a 7, but it was I find it really funny.
One thought. I fucking love One Thought, Two Thought.
It was one of my favorite songs on the album too, but I also just gave it a 6. I don't know why. I do think my ratings for this album are just a little screwed up.
So
I
don't
think-
trust Brandon's numbers on this one.
Just on this one.
Yeah, I think this is probably my highest rated album so far.
Good job,
Okay.
B. I did a good job picking
Definitely
a
a
good
good
album.
job picking an album because this was great.
I'm glad y'all enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
The fuck was the last one that I picked that y'all were just like, man, I'm not really. It was a
That-
day to remember.
No,
No,
it
no,
was
no.
Game of Romans.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
was Roman.
yeah.
Game of Romans.
I didn't hate that one.
Y'all was just like,
I
that's not
didn't-
for me.
Yeah, I didn't prefer it. I mean, it was still I could still appreciate the music, but I didn't prefer it.
I gotta say, I'm more surprised y'all were fans of like a rap album than a.
I mean, I
metal
listen to
album
like
that.
hip hop and like rap and stuff like that a lot.
I'm a very basic white person. I listen to Post Malone. So tell me I'm not wrong. Tell me I'm not
Dude,
wrong.
can you guys believe how many girls find Post Malone attractive?
It's like astonishing.
He's
He's
Crazy.
a perfect dad bod.
he's good looking without all the tattoos on his face.
Yeah,
I think.
without all the tattoos, which are there.
Yeah.
So
he's
he's a cool guy. He's
also-
super cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his personality is fucking out the roof.
But I know so many girls who are like obsessed with him and think he's like super hot.
Because he's got Bentleys and what the fuck is his
beer bongs and
beer
Bentleys.
bongs and Bentleys. That's why they like him.
Yeah.
I must pee. I shall return. Come up with a topic while I'm gone.
All right.
Oh yeah.
It's time to spin the wheel of the Mixed Bag Podcast.
You know what time it is.
Are we ready? All right, everyone, grab one of the spokes on the big wheel. Everyone got it?
We have to hold on.
Yeah. No, that you grab it. We're all gonna.
Oh,
We're all spinning together. Everybody
Okay.
got it.
Yeah, I got a hold of it.
All right, let's spin. Oh, this was one of my topics that I had on here.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hit us.
I'm pretty sure we're all gonna agree on this. Hopefully, we all agree on this.
Maybe.
How do you guys feel about the lottery? Like Mega
Military
Millions?
lottery? Oh, okay.
No, not like the draft.
Oh, I could give you my opinion on both of those if you'd like.
I mean, if you would like to. I was talking more about like
The Mega Millions.
Powerball and stuff like that.
Okay. Scam?
Yes.
Where does that money go? All the money that we put into the lottery, where does that go? Back into the lottery?
I have no idea.
It's said to well, for Arkansas, it was the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. So part of the profits went into scholarships to help people get through school.
Oh, okay.
But
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. But if you look into it, I'm pretty sure that the amount is
Bullshit.
yeah, bullshit.
Compared to the person who will randomly win the lottery itself.
The topic is, how do you feel about the lottery?
Lottery's bullshit.
Yes.
It's very what's the word?
disingenuous.
Yes. Yeah, it preys on poor people.
It's a tax on stupid people. That's what I've always heard.
Yeah,
Yes.
fair.
Like what sucks is like, cause same with like scratch offs, you know.
Oh yeah, same thing.
I used to work the convenience store at one of the Uniteds, and I had this guy who would come in every day and buy $20 worth of scratch offs.
That's a lot.
and he never left with money. He would come in, he would buy some $5 ones, some $1 ones, some $2 ones, and he'd go out to his car, he'd scratch them off. He would come back with the winners and then buy more scratch offs and then keep like recycling the process until he was out of money every single day. And like at that point, I think it was just like the thrill for him, you know, which is kind of sad because that's seriously $20. That's $140 a week. He was seriously there every single day, at least that I was there. So I imagine he was there even the days that I wasn't there, you know.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
And that's probably not a lot compared to other people.
I would say like scratch off tickets are akin to like nicotine gum or nicotine patches for a smoker.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just an addiction.
It's just like gambling addiction real quick. You get a little puff of it. Yeah, lottery is bullshit.
Because you have like two options. If you do happen to get the numbers and win the lottery, you have two options. You can either take the money as a lump sum, which gets heavily taxed. So, you know, if the Powerball whatever is 100 million, you're not going to get 100 million out of that. No. Or you can take it as payments, which I've always heard payments is better. Payments are better to like monthly payments instead of getting it all at once. And I've always heard too, the first thing you do that if you ever get a large sum of money, especially like lottery, the first thing you need to do is hire an attorney. Hire like a lawyer or someone to help you so that nobody tries to like take advantage of that or do anything like that to try and take your money away.
Do y'all remember when like the Mega Millions were at like its peak, and because no one was calling the right numbers?
Yeah, I sold lottery tickets whenever it was around that time. Yeah.
But then like suddenly 7 people won all in the same night.
Wow.
Most of those people went missing. Either they had moved themselves because of the amount of money they got, or people like found them.
Oh my God.
Because they came across money. Winning the lottery is dangerous.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
There's
very
also
dangerous.
It was an article about the depression statistic that goes with this. Because when you win the lottery, it's like usually like the lower class buys lottery tickets. So when they win, they jump to upper class and they're like, I can live the life that I dreamed of. Then they drop back down to lower class. Yeah. And they get depressed and like suicide.
Because that's a one-time payment thing that people don't understand. That's gonna end.
Yeah.
The I'm gonna quit my job if I win the lottery thing is a bullshit mindset.
Yeah.
Just put what you can get out of the actual lottery into a savings, and don't let anyone know you want it.
Yeah.
And then put the rest into Dogecoin.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
See what happens. Fuck around and find out.
You know, I just think the lottery is kind of predatory. You know, same with like, honestly, I think casinos are just like that too.
Okay, so I see. So on the same mindset, y'all talk about stocks and comparing the stocks. When I was looking at it, it seems a lot like gambling in of itself, right?
Absolutely.
The stock market,
100%.
it's like
It
it's just like all these, you know, what's it, white collar individuals, as opposed to a casino with all your blue collar folk.
Well, see what it is. It's slow gambling. You don't get the instant satisfaction. You have to wait fucking 15 years for your stocks to go up by 20%.
Yeah.
But I think
absolutely not. Like I've been micromanaging crypto, and it is addicting. Absolutely. I have it pulled up right now, and I'm seeing how much I'm losing. But
those are the worst days.
How much I'm losing.
The world we live in, the more we could see a dollar sign. Oh, especially if it's green.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
But I think stocks is at least. I would still consider it a form of gambling.
You could win
but
stocks.
I think it's more of a calculated risk because there's certain stocks that you're like, okay, well, I see the trend. I know how this company's doing. I can make my best estimate that this is going to keep going up. I'm going to put money in it. To where if you put in something that's very volatile, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know, so if you put your money in an index fund, which is technically still a stock, like the S&P 500, you know. It's just like a culmination of 500 different stocks. Those things on average go up like 7% a year. So that I wouldn't really call that gambling because you're guaranteed to make a little bit of profit.
Elijah has been talking about index funds literally the past 3, 4, 5 days that I've
give me a quick definition of index fund
Yeah, I'll
because
take
I'm
it
not
too.
familiar.
Like the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq.
Like the Dow Jones.
Oh,
Dow
okay.
Jones.
That's
just-
what that is.
Yeah, like those are the big indicators of whether the economy is doing good or not, you know, because if you just put it in there, like I said, on average, it's going to go up around 7 to 10% each year. So you're bound to make money. This past year, after it dipped because of COVID, in the last year, it's actually gone up 40%. But if you look at the trend, it just like goes up and up and up.
Well,
not by a huge amount.
Did you know that there's like legitimately 40% more money than there was 2 years ago?
Are you talking about like
we have produced
like inflation?
Inflation. We've produced more money, and the economy is like spiking. Like you can tell with Target, the place we work. You can tell with the stock. It's definitely bull right now, and I watched a video that was warning that the Chinese way back in the medieval ages did the same thing, and it took them 5 years before the inflation caught up to them.
Right. I mean, it seems like we're just kind of stuck now. Like we're gonna get hit with that.
Yeah.
What could we do?
Yeah.
To like mute the blow. What the fuck am I thinking of?
Flatten the curve.
Yeah, you're on the right track, but like I can't think of a recovery of what is probably going to come.
Isn't that kind of scary that you can like look at all these things that you're like, man, in like 10 years, this is really going to fuck us over.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that you personally can do about it. And you're like, well, I hope other people get their shit together too, so that we can try to focus on this.
Well, what's scary is like me micromanaging my crypto may not matter at all in a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it might not be worth
Exactly.
anything. Yeah.
It's crazy. So, okay, we were on the conversation of lottery. How do y'all feel about like? So, we went into gambling, right? Going into casinos and stuff. So obviously, slot machines, you guys have a very negative reaction towards, right?
Yes.
If you walk up to a slot machine at a casino, you're probably gonna walk out of there without money.
Yes.
So, what do you feel about card tables?
They're.
I feel like card tables are. I mean, me personally, I've never been to a casino ever. I feel like for someone who has not gone and has no experience, I feel like card tables are a little more not reliable, but a little more like it's not just.
There's more skill there.
Yeah, you're not just kind of going on luck.
I'd compare it to like you said the stock market's a calculated risk. That's card tables. I would say about the same.
Yeah.
You can't go out there and count cards, even though I think that should be completely allowed. Because if you have the skill to count cards, you should be allowed to benefit off of it.
Yeah.
Fuck the casinos. Except most of the casinos are owned by Native American tribes, right?
Probably.
Don't go hurt those guys. Don't hurt them. They've been hurt enough. But
But like the corporate people who
like
just.
Vegas, count cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count cards in Vegas.
Well, and like the way that I see like card games and stuff like that, I know a lot of people who do it because it's a lot more relaxed environment. You can talk to the dealer; it's really chill. The only
dealer
thing
wants
is,
you to win.
Yeah, the dealer he doesn't care if you win or not. It's not coming out of his paycheck.
The dealer
you
gets
know?
nothing other than the fact that he's getting paid to sit there.
Yeah, but the only thing about it is like, I don't know what the percentage.
And he gets a tip if you win at his table.
Yeah, so he wants you to win.
Tip your table dealers, guys. First off,
as someone who's never been to the casino, I did not know that.
like if you win at their table, tip them. That's just
give him
that's
$1.
just courtesy.
You know,
Just $1.
just $1.
You win about $1,000. You're like, here's some.
I made $9.99.
Here's some pocket lint.
But like the thing about
Which I
like
currently have in my pocket.
Yeah.
like with card games, I don't know what the percentage of like slot machines and like how like out of 100 times, how many times are you going to win? But if you play blackjack perfectly without counting cards, you just play it perfectly, and you know when to hit, when to split, stuff like that. The best percent chance that you can have is your 49% chance of winning to their 51% if you play it perfectly.
Yeah.
If you don't play it perfectly, you're more fucked than that.
Because you're still fighting the 52 odds.
Yeah.
The 52 factorial odd of a deck.
So I still just see it as like chance. It has some skill, but the skill only gets you a slightly higher chance of not getting fucked over.
The skill has a better chance of giving you like an ego to jump for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leads it to being more of a game.
It will keep you. Yeah, it'll keep you locked at a table longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Slot machines at casinos, I swear, are set on like timers.
I think-
It's set on dollar amounts.
Yeah.
Once so many dollars have been put into a machine, it will start hitting.
I'm pretty sure
Or
that's how that works.
But it's all factored in different. It's all factored in weird, right? So the dollar amount, how many times someone sat there and hit go, it's factored into it.
So I wonder if you have. I want Matt Pat to do like a game theory about this. I wonder if you have a better chance of winning money from slot machines if you play one, you move on to this one next to you, play that one, move on. To
That's
one
why
next
they
to you.
have at casinos the red light machines, because they have the lights on the machine that tells you someone hit big. That means avoid the fuck out of that seat. Do not go there. It will not hit again while you're there. Guaranteed. But then you also watch and see like that old person who was sitting there hasn't won, but they've been there for 2.5 hours. That's the machine you take next.
Yeah.
Because it will almost guarantee hit the next time you sit down on it. Guarantee is a
guaranteed.
very, very strong
Yeah,
word
yeah.
in this conversation. But like you have way better odds of watching someone who's sitting at the same machine for an hour and a half win nothing. And then you go in there, max bet one time, you're probably gonna win something off that bet.
I don't understand why people like. I've gone to the casino with like Christian and like a few friends because it's like a fun time. I spend $20, have free drinks, get some huge tray of tater tots,
Yeah. Casino food go hard.
Yes. But people go there with like hundreds of dollars expecting to like win big.
People go there with their rent just to hope they can like feed themselves.
Yeah, but casinos are built to make money.
Yes.
They are going to make money. So more than likely, you're not going to win. And if you win this time, next time you're probably not going to.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people go expecting all of this like profit to come out of it when more than likely you're going to get fucked over.
Can we have a podcast episode where we go to a casino and just play games?
And just lose all of our money.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
down
it's
for
gonna be. I'll go. I got $40 limit, guys.
Christian,
have
after
to limit
him and
yourself.
Jackie got married, her dad gave him like $10,000 as like a couple. And so he started playing Magic cards, and he used to bring $40. That was a max for a casino that he would like spend. And then he was like, "Well, now that we have all this money, I'm gonna spend $100." And so when he would lose that $100, he's like, "Well, I have this 50 in my hand."
That's exactly the
point.
trick of a casino. And
Christian falls for it every time.
They also constantly have the sound of like change being made going on in the back. Like you hear the slot machines going, but you also are constantly hearing the sound of like money being made.
Yeah.
So you just think, oh, I want in on that. Give me that. I have $20. I can turn them into 100.
What you should do is you should get however much money you're willing to drop, and then leave your car in the wallet, or leave your wallet in the car.
Yes.
And then go in, and then use all that, and then once you're done, you say, "Well, okay, I'm done. I'm leaving."
Sign up for their rewards card because they'll probably give you a $5 free play.
Yeah, and they'll send you like, depending on if you go or not, they'll send you some free play every month or whatever.
Huh.
Yeah, Christian's family, they love to go.
I'm technically military under my stepdad, so they send the military out a lot of
wow.
shit. Yeah,
I wonder if, because
Just
I have
for
a
being
dependent
like
card
that.
still, I wonder if I could get something
Maybe.
like that.
probably.
Isn't it weird? Like, I was just thinking about the casino and like with like superstitions and stuff. Like, a lot of people are like, "All right, I won this machine last time. I have to play it this one."
That's my parents. They will only use the machines they've won at. They might not use the exact same machine, but it's that game.
The same type of machine.
Like, there's like, I think it's which one's the 18 and up one? Comanche or Kiowa?
Kiowa, the closer one, right? That's 18
I think
up.
I thought Kiowa was the
No, Comanche. It is Comanche.
yeah Comanche. So at that one they have this like Zeus, like Greek god
Yeah,
kind of game.
I like that machine.
It's super fun. It looks really cool when you're playing, and if you hit like the bonus, like this huge game comes up and all that. But I won like $80 off of that one when I played with it, and so after that, every time I have to play at that one because I'm like, well, this is my good luck thing, even though it makes no logical sense at all. My mind tells me like, hey, if you want to win money, this is the one to go to.
Oh, sorry.
No, even though it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
This is my like surefire way to go into a casino, have fun, maybe win some. Right? You have your allowance of like $20-$40 that you're going to use at the casino. You leave your wallet in the car, and then you go sit down in a machine and zone out. Just don't pay attention to what the fuck it's doing. You're gonna get lost in the pretty numbers and just be like, just watch your number, just watch your token counter, and if it goes up and it goes up really high, be like, all right, I'm pulling off this machine. That's how I do it. I don't try to act like I know what the fuck I'm looking at on that slot machine screen.
A lot of those games are pretty confusing too.
There's two.
Like,
and
I have no idea what's going on.
there's 46 bet lines on this one. What the fuck does that mean?
Have you seen that huge one that only has 3 different slots, but it's like $5 minimum bet?
Yeah.
We Christian, Jackie and I, we won $300 off that one. Christian had $5 left, and he's like, "Well, we might as well."
Use the big one.
And then Jackie hit it, and then we won $100 right off the bat.
Hell yeah.
We're staying for a little bit longer.
That's the curse of a
That's
casino.
how they get you.
That's how they steal your money.
Can I just say the only experience I have with the casino is fucking Dead Rising 2.
Kill me.
That's the only experience
You
I have
have-
with the casino.
Such better odds in that.
Well, yeah, because all I have to do is smack the machines and you get a bunch of money out.
Facts. I forgot how the slot machines worked. I didn't realize that you just beat the thing and it dropped the money.
Yeah.
I thought you could like actually use them in that game.
You might be able to. I do not remember. It's been years since I played any Dead Rising.
I bet statistically you could win a video game slot machine more often than you could a real life casino slot machine.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
know.
because the coding, how they have to code a video game.
I played Paper Mario on the GameCube 1000 Year Door, and they have
Great
a lottery or a slot machine there, and you have to you get to control each one. You hit A 3 times for each slot.
You know how different casinos would be if you could stop the slot?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's still up to chance a little bit, because the first time I did it, I got 100 little sprites or whatever. But then after that, I swore I had the timing down and everything, but every time I did it, it was a little bit different. So I don't know if just my timing was just a little bit off still, or if the game was makes you think, because the first one goes slow, the second one goes a little bit faster, but the third one's
that's
incomprehensible.
What I've noticed with timing things like that in Mario games is that they will adjust the time between things, and they won't make it such an obvious length of time between you hitting the button and it actually stopping.
Yeah,
you have to really think hard about that and time it just right. I'm thinking specifically Mario World 3. At the end of their special levels, you try to make all the icons look exactly the same. The top one and the bottom one definitely stopped at different times.
Yeah. And then Mario Party, it doesn't matter how long you wait to hit the dice block. It's already
you don't have to hit anything for the dice block.
Yeah, it's going to be the same outcome regardless if you time it a second later.
Oh, really?
The newer Mario Party, you don't press anything. The
really?
spinner stops itself. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, for rolling the dice?
No, for the gold block that has a chance to have a star in it.
Oh.
The spinner on that stops itself.
Oh, I was just talking about the dice in general.
Oh, you're talking about just rolling your move. I thought you were talking about specifically the gold blocks.
I know what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah.
No, but the dice you do roll on your own. I don't think there's because it sits there and it flips around your head, then you hit it, and the way it lands,
it's just RNG.
There's no timing on that.
Yeah. But even the old ones, whenever it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you go really fast 1 through 10. Even then, I had an emulator and I tested it out. I had a save state of it before I hit the block, and I tried it 4 different times, and it was 7 all 4 times.
You know, those old games were more like simulations. They already determined who was going to win before you ever launched it. Before you actually went into the games. The old Mario parties. The winner was determined before you ever played anything.
For real?
It's probably easier on code that way.
It was easier to code. Yeah, the winner was predetermined before you even started the game. What you rolled the entire time through that game, predetermined.
Probably saves up on disk space and all that stuff.
They just made a bunch of different outcomes that could happen.
Huh.
So it always seemed like you had some sort of actual control of a board game.
So theoretically, if you played it enough, you could get the exact same game multiple times.
But even though it's predetermined, to you it still is chance, because you don't know if it's first, second, third, or fourth player who's going to win.
Yeah.
So
I do believe the games did have an actual influence. You could change it a little better odds to you. But if you were meant to be the one who was stuck bottom last, you're going to stay bottom last the entire game.
Dang. Huh. Fuck Nintendo.
Most of these games, game show games too, they're predetermined before you go into them.
Yeah.
Before you as soon as you hit start, the win, how much you won or whatever is already determined for you.
If you guys ever went on not Jeopardy, what's
Price is Right?
Yes.
Oh.
If you ever went on like Price is Right and you had like $20,000 and they're like, if you have a 80% chance of getting the next question right and that'll double your money, would you do it?
How many odds? Like what am I choosing out of?
Like, let's just say,
Because if it's a door, you always switch your door.
yes,
If they give you the option,
I
you
have
always
heard
switch.
about that. Yes. There's actually like they've done like the math.
Vsauce has a whole video on
Yeah,
it.
the statistics on if they give you a chance to like switch which door you pick, you always switch.
They give you 3 doors. They're always gonna they're gonna have you choose.
Yeah.
They're gonna always open one, obviously a wrong one.
Yeah.
And then you switch, because now your odds are 50-50. So it's better to just switch, because the first choice you made was a 33 1/3 chance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, what are the chances that you pick the right one out of those 3? And if they showed you the wrong one, then you're like, okay, statistically,
And
probably that one.
They're never gonna show you the right answer.
Yeah.
When they
Right.
open a random door.
Yeah, you picked the wrong one.
They're like, oh no, he already picked the right door. Fuck.
Yeah. So would you like? I don't know. Like you see those people, like you watch them on TV, and you're like, I would have just taken the money. Why'd they risk that?
I
You
wouldn't
know?
on The Price is Right. If we were playing Let's Make a Deal, I'd go for it. I tried to make the double happen, but The Price is Right. There's a little too much skill involved, having to actually know prices of shit.
Can we get a 5th person and all us 4, and then that person go on Family Feud?
Yes. We're the Mixed Bag Podcast.
Well, a mixed bag family.
Just put another podcast against us. I'm sure something will
Yes.
happen. Don't even air the TV show. Just let's do it.
Yes.
Have you guys?
It could be some Steve Harvey knockoff.
Have you guys ever seen that clip of Bill Gates on The Price is Right? And they like try
Yeah.
to get him like, what's the price of these like detergent
It's
pods
like
or
a-
whatever?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, like $20. And it
Everybody
just
in the audience
yeah,
loses it.
it just showed how out of touch with
Well, because
normal people he is.
well, that's because he doesn't have to worry about how much laundry
Yeah.
detergent costs.
yeah, I'm not saying like he doesn't care about us. Just like
No, yeah.
He's got different things on his plate that he has to worry about how much they cost.
yeah, he doesn't have to worry about buying essentials like that because it's already other people do that for him. You know,
Yeah.
I could see Bill Gates.
Do you
going
think
to
Bill
the
Gates,
store
like-
himself.
washes his own clothes.
I think Bill
I-
Gates, other than like, developing all this Bill Gates technology, yeah, Mac, right? My bad.
No. He was
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Yeah.
Yes, I was just speaking too quickly. I don't think he knows anything else much more other than what he was able to do to get
Really?
into. Yeah, I don't think he even if he didn't have this company that he really could survive as a normal human being.
Because I feel like Bill Gates is one of those people who wouldn't hire like a chef or wouldn't hire someone.
He seems like a shut in.
Exactly. That's why he wouldn't hire people. So he
Well, he
would,
seems like what was a shut in?
like someone who doesn't like going outside.
He wouldn't go out much.
That's why like he would. I feel like he's kind of like a loner.
Yeah, I don't think
so,
he'd hire anyone either though. But I think he'd also be living off of like
like a farmland
hamburger
or
helper.
Oh,
every
you
night.
think Bill Gates would? You think Bill Gates
He eats
eats
ramen
hamburger-
noodles every
like
night.
shit, like microwavable shit. Like I don't know if I don't think he could cook for himself.
Bill Gates, come on the podcast. We have the best top questions that no one's ever asked you. Do you continue to eat ramen noodles
Do
as
you
a billionaire?
Does he
you
know
know,
how to,
what
like-
ramen is?
Does he know how to boil hot dogs? You think?
I bet he drinks his hot dog water.
What if he just like puts the the little like sausage in his mouth, just swallows it whole, doesn't even chew on it?
He doesn't even eat the hot dog. He drinks the liquid that comes in the package. It's like still in the package. And
I
he
like
throws
my
the hot
water
dog.
flavored.
Could you imagine if someone was like, "Hey, I got some water flavoring for you if you'd like," and you're like, "Oh yeah, sure. What is that?" And they go, "It's hot dogs."
It's like meat tea. What? It's meat tea.
That's.
Hot dog water would be meat tea.
Yeah, you just
Guys.
steeped it with the sausages.
I know you can't do it, but now we have to drink hot dog infused water.
That's fucking disgusting.
I would
my
love to
God.
see you guys do that.
I can't wait. Oh, we need to do this.
We're gonna both just we're gonna make sure we're both like, this is good, Elijah. Hey, try this. we know you're vegan, but like,
We're
Take
gonna
some.
give you vegan hot dog water.
So I have one quick
the
question. Still about Bill Gates. I've been thinking about him a lot.
Nice. I'm sure he'd love to hear that.
his dream daddy.
So if Steve Jobs was still alive,
Yeah.
let's say, do you remember in the
fart in his mouth?
no. They don't know about that.
Don't worry about it. It's
It'll
in one
be
of
on
our
TikTok.
highlights.
But do you remember in The Dark Knight, whenever the Joker, like, he kills this gang leader, and then he's like, we're gonna have tryouts, and then he like breaks like the pool stick, and like there's 3 guys, and they have to like kill the other 2, even though they're like friends, you know. Do you think, like, if given a broken pool stick and you threw it between Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, who would win?
Easy answer. Steve Jobs would win.
You think
Steve
so?
Jobs was like a sociopath or like a psychopath. Steve Jobs was like fucked in the head.
I'm still basing it off everything I was saying about how I look at Bill Gates. I mean, Bill Gates is killing himself on accident with that pool cue.
Bill Gates
could have both halves of that pool cue, and Steve Jobs would still kick his ass.
Yeah, Bill Gates is essentially your average like neighborhood like white dad who wears socks with sandals and like barbecues but like burns the meat.
Steve Jobs
you
was
could put-
secretly in a motorcycle gang.
You could
Yeah.
put Bill Gates in like chain link armor and like with a sword and shield, and Bill Gates has like this broken pool stick, and he would still find a way to
You
kill him.
put sock'em bopp'ems on fucking
On Steve
Jobs' hands, and you'll still murk the shit out of Bill Gates.
One fucking punch to Bill Gates' head and his neck is broken. Steve Jobs and Bill Gates is essentially Bane and Batman.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Steve Jobs would lift Bill Gates over his head and break his back over his knee.
And then apologize to Steve Jobs.
What?
What?
Bill Gates would like get beaten
the shit
up so
kicked out of
badly, yeah,
He does
and then
say,
still be like,
"Thank you."
I'm sorry, like.
Thank you for kicking my ass, Steve Jobs.
Is he whipped now?
I am Bill Gates.
He's whipped by Steve Jobs.
It's not so much that he's whipped. He's just he knows his
He knows
place.
his place. Perfect.
I think Bill Gates definitely like has to have some. If he doesn't pay somebody, his wife definitely like makes food
I bet his wife's a dominatrix. Like he can't even be the leader
Did
in
you
the
really
bed.
think so low?
I don't
of
know
Bill Gates?
why I think so low about Bill Gates. He's probably a
Hey,
great
there's
dude.
nothing low with being a submissive.
No,
to
I
his
know,
wife.
but just with the theme that J-Log's going with, that he can't cook for himself, you know, he's definitely a
just
bottom.
Smart. That's all I got
smart.
going for. He's just.
You'd think
smart.
if he was smart enough, he'd be able to figure that shit out. Yeah.
I don't think
Or
he cares.
would you
I
say-
don't think he cares enough to. Is what I was trying to say.
I would say, do you think is his smart different than him having common sense?
No one ever questioned his common sense.
Do you think
Yeah.
Albert Einstein took care of himself hygienically?
No.
No, absolutely not. He just read his books.
Yeah. I mean, also Albert Einstein came
nerd.
from a time where like no one took care of themselves hygienically.
That's fair. I mean,
Well,
it was the 40s.
not as much as we do now,
Well,
but
yeah.
him compared to other people is probably still.
Yeah, he was probably still on the lower end of most people. Man, why did I think Einstein? Who the fuck was I thinking of? I think I was thinking of like Newton.
I was gonna say you're thinking of someone like fucking Plato and
Yeah,
Socrates.
I'm thinking of an old
You're
philosopher.
thinking of ancient Greece when they just dumped their shit out.
They all bathed in
the
a local
street.
pool. Yeah.
Yeah. Bathed
Or-
in the fucking river.
Everyone bathed at the river. Where up the hill they put a tannery.
Do
Anyway,
you want to generate another topic?
hey, say Seg.
Wait,
Can I just say that thing that you said, John, the
been thinking
segue
about
thing? I've been thinking about that.
oh,
ever
I
since you
I
said
also
it.
want you to know that Brandon fucked it up the other day too.
I did. I tried to repeat it, but it just
Was it with Jackson?
yeah.
Say way.
I think it was, and he's like, "Hey, could you say Seg?" And Jackson's like, way." And Brandon's like, "I'm supposed to be cooler than that." Like, I don't know how you messed it up, but you messed it up somehow, and it just didn't come off.
Yeah, it was really shitty and it didn't work.
I've been trying to come up with a new one by myself.
What does Paul Blart Mall Cop ride?
Segway.
Hey, so let's spin the wheel.
Dude, that movie.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Everybody have their hands on the wheel?
Yes. Be mine. Be mine.
I have like
Is it mine?
two cop topics on there.
College is a scam.
Ah.
That's the kind of one I was hoping for. Yeah. Cool.
All
So,
right.
Elijah, you brought this one up,
That's
so
pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah, no. Do we really have to say anything more?
Well, I just wanted.
All right, let's generate another topic.
Well, I was talking to I think Tyler today actually, and he was discussing how he wants to go back to school.
I'm about to join the floor gang.
He wants to go back to school or go to school and like be a psychologist. Oh.
I'm gonna be the only one fucking sitting up.
Pull it more, way more.
Like, yeah.
There it goes. You just lay down like that.
Oh, this is amazing.
Jared, I'm so afraid that every time you lay down on that, it's going to.
Just yeet the thing.
I think it's gonna fall and it's gonna smunk you on the head.
Way up. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yo, we getting
Man, it must
comfy
suck
for
to
this
be
recording
Brandon.
session.
I'm in a camping chair and fucking Jared and Elijah are
Hey, when I
literally
got
laying
here,
down on a
when I got here on
futon.
Sunday, that
We're
was
gonna be
where you
taking
were
a nap.
seated.
That's because this is where I was told to sit.
So,
You
Brandon's
don't get
whipped.
the luxury seat.
Man,
Man, fuck around trying to look at
If
you all in
only
the
had a
eyes.
camera. This is them two laying down.
that's
Brandon, like, unsettlingly sitting and watching.
We should just take a picture and we'll post it on Twitter when we upload this one.
Like,
Yeah.
Recording the new
pretty much
cast.
outside the podcast, I'm gonna ask this. So, are y'all, the way Brandon described it, you guys are really gonna go for like marketing this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a pretty fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're doing Twitter or TikTok?
I'm doing TikTok.
I'm doing
TikTok.
Twitter.
Twitter.
I'm just doing YouTube and Anchor and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm
YouTube.
doing
He's making sure the actual thing gets out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Which, speaking of, once we finish this podcast, I want you guys to start setting up the account, so that way we can start posting stuff and then
Yes, sir.
talk about the
Okay.
Yes,
the
massa.
channel description.
Whatever you want, sire.
Yeah.
Don't whip me, massa.
Call me daddy.
Whip out that
I picked
schlong.
the most cotton. To whip out the schlong.
Jared.
No, ignore me. We're gonna talk about the sex over there. The sex.
Real talk, how long is Brandon's penis?
Let's play. How long is Brandon's penis?
That's a really short game for all that intro.
Ooh.
I'm not calling your penis short, but once we know the answer, we can't play the game again.
Well, that's the thing.
But that's the thing, he doesn't tell us.
Yeah, you'll never know
Oh.
the answer.
We just all keep guessing.
Whoever gets it right, I'm gonna send them a message, and they cannot tell anybody else.
But you only get one guess. You can't just keep guessing.
You have to get it right to the millimeter, and he won't tell you how.
Wait, millimeter. We're doing it in metric?
I was gonna say
No,
I
we're-
don't know it in metric. Just kidding. Yes, I do.
We should measure your dick, start measuring your dick in millimeters so it sounds bigger than it really is.
176 millimeters.
Yeah.
I don't know how big that is.
Damn, he's hung.
That's what? 17 centimeters?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
That's pretty long.
that's
still.
not that small. That's, well, how much?
Yeah,
is it?
that's why I just
There's 30
randomly
centimeters
came up
on a
with that
ruler?
number.
Yes.
You'd be like 7 inches.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty small then, right, guys?
No, 7 inches from the floor.
7
Elijah.
inches. I'm 7 inches laying down.
Episodes have like led to you guys towards penis size.
We need
We
to just
just-
have our dick
I
pic
was gonna say,
conversation again.
We just need
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk about. We just need to all confess our
Hey,
dick
Brandon,
sizes.
you should take a picture of me and J-Dog so that we can I can put this on Twitter or something.
Well,
Not right now, but just take a picture
maybe
of us.
maybe I could do pictures.
Guys, you
while
should take
Brendan
a
lays
picture.
in the middle.
No, Brandon
That is
has.
true.
We have to acknowledge that Brandon's just been in that
Brandon, you should take a
uncomfy-ass
picture.
lawn chair.
Goes to take a picture. No, not now. Well, what the fuck? You
I
want me
didn't
to
say
take-
not now.
Yes, you said I did.
Oh, I meant we're not gonna upload it the second.
Oh
but,
yeah.
God, okay, I guess I'll. Take
Can
my
we
phone
talk
out.
about fucking college?
Yeah, let's talk about college now.
All right. Well, since I'm the only one in college,
Correct.
I feel like I have the most experience with.
We've been to college though.
Yeah, but who's taken the most semesters?
Fair.
That's
Who's passed in those classes?
Yeah.
I've passed most of my classes except the semester that made me drop out.
All right, guys, I'm gonna check out this conversation.
I had like all A's up until the last semester I was in college. That's a good one. I
love
didn't
that
know the
picture.
picture was being taken. That's good.
I think college is getting less and less useful these days.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And
For the price point.
Yeah.
unless you like have a very specific job that you have no way of landing without that degree.
And those are becoming more and more hard to find.
And harder to, once you find it, to actually get hired on.
Exactly. Because, fucking whatever.
I just think the world, within the next 20 years, I think the world, not the world, but at least the U.S. is going to go through a major, like, undertaking and, like, rehaul of how we do things, you know? Like, probably the collapse of, like, our economy at some point.
Well, the economy is going to take out the lower class. And then, like, fucking, the bad shit going on with institutions are going to take out the middle class. So all the rich folks stay around.
Do you think if the world was ending, but we had a way to get to Mars, but there's only, like...
The general public wouldn't know about it.
If, like, only 5,000 people could go, do you think they would send any people from the lower class?
No.
No.
The general public would not know about it.
It would be 5,000 really rich people.
But I feel like...
They would probably send scientists, at least.
At least.
But I feel like as, like, a lower class person, you could probably convince someone, like, look, if you can get me on board, I will do everything for you. Because I know that you don't want to do chores. I can wash your clothes. I can, like...
That would be getting at the point of, like, a rich person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, even if you could sell yourself really well, if you weren't already part of that group, I don't think we'd even know about it.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with that.
Damn, we're fucked.
We're fucked. Yeah. That's what I think, like, all this shit, it's, like, planning to happen, you know? But, like... Okay, let me restart that thought real fast. So, COVID...
So he sat up, by the way.
Jerrod sat up and his hair is square. He looks like fucking Duke Nukem.
I came here to kick gum and chew ass.
And a ball out of ass.
All out of ass. So, okay, my whole original thought with the coronavirus, other than the fact that we're on almost year 3 of this shit, was that this was all supposed to be some sort of government ploy to see how we could handle apocalyptic, like, call-outs. Like, if someone was like, the end of the earth, the end of the world's coming up soon, and the way we handled COVID just tells us that if the government were to ever know about, like, an alien entity coming to destroy the planet, they wouldn't be able to tell the human race.
No.
You would not be able to tell the American public, at least.
Because you'd have those people who'd be like, aliens.
You have the people who were just like, I don't trust the government anyway, so why would this be true? And then you have the other people who are like, they panic the fuck out and hurt people.
I think that the way that the world or the U.S. itself handled this pandemic is proof that there's not really a Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? Because we handled it so poorly that an Illuminati would have kind of helped out,
Influenced it somehow.
Yeah,
I think the pandemic needed to be a little bit worse before these, like, underground organizations came out of the woodwork and, like, it made themselves real. I think we handled the pandemic as, like, a race just good enough for no, like, extra party to feel like they need to be involved with it.
Maybe so.
But it was also enough to go, the general public can't handle that kind of shit.
What if, like, aliens did make contact with Earth, but, like, Americans were the only ones that they didn't tell? They're like, hey, it'll just be more problems than it's worth.
Probably, honestly.
The rest of the world can confirm
Yeah.
aliens are real, but as long as you're American, you'll always be like,
Yeah, that's a secret that we'll just never know.
Aliens are probably living in fucking the outback of Australia right now. And we don't know because it's literally uninhabitable to humans.
Really?
the Outback?
Yeah.
Really?
Or like it's very hard to live out there because there's like you can't grow stuff, you can't, it's extremely hot. There's a bunch of poisonous shit out there, so
There, you talk about the North or South Pole, can't really live there either.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, what is lost in those glaciers?
Exactly.
That's off topic. I'm not gonna go there yet.
I think we're kind of done with the college one. Go to another one.
Okay.
That'll probably be our last one. We've kind of been going for a while.
We can go for a minute.
Yeah. By the way, we do need to pick up Derek. Yeah. All right, last topic of the podcast for episode number 2. Let's spin that wheel.
You're not allowed to do that anymore.
I'm going to kill you. Elizabeth.
What is it?
I was really hoping that it went just an inch further. Okay, so this one, it's call a family member and ask them about a memory or something that, like, some fond memory that they have of you.
Can we just prank call one of our other family members? Like, I called J-Dog's mom on my phone.
Do you guys want to do this? I don't know how long it'll take.
I feel like that would take a while. We would have to, like, tell our parents or family member beforehand.
I'd want to give someone a heads up on that topic.
Okay.
I think the alcoholic drink has lowered the energy of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
We're all like,
we're all.
We're all just chill,
I
man.
told y'all I've been having it rough mentally. I've been having rough mental days the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So
Can
I'm
we-
definitely low energy?
Okay. This is up to you two.
Mm-hmm.
The one that it was like right next to is one that it's something about me that's really weird.
Yes.
Do we want to do that one or do
Yes.
we want to spin again?
Do the next one, yeah. Do the one.
Okay.
Yeah. Go for
I'm
it.
curious.
I absolutely despise wearing socks.
Socks suck.
I cannot. Anytime I'm home, I hate wearing socks because I feel like my toes are just like clamped together. I can't. I can handle socks when I'm wearing shoes, but anytime I'm not wearing shoes, I cannot handle socks. I will not wear socks to go like pick up food. I will put my sandals on.
What? Well, who would go outside in just socks?
Well, I mean, socks. I will not put socks
Okay,
and shoes on
so-
to go out and go do something that will take 5 minutes.
This question just comes from the fact that I know you like this. I know you also don't like sleeping with like your feet wrapped. Or what was it?
I don't like having no like arm movement or leg movement. Like I can't be like super tightly
Can't
wrapped.
be tucked in.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that comes from that. I think it's a claustrophobia thing
Oh yeah.
that you can't like socks. You don't like socks.
Do you like wearing gloves?
Gloves are fine, but that's because also my fingers are spread out with gloves.
So mittens would probably be a no.
Yeah, probably.
See, I don't like socks, but
Interesting.
like my feet are gross, and so the socks just end up becoming gross.
Okay.
And I don't like taking care of socks. And you always lose socks. I hate just the concept of socks.
Yeah.
See, I'm not with you guys on this. Like, I don't go to sleep with socks. I don't know why, but when I wake up, if I like accidentally fell asleep with them on, like my feet kind of hurt. I don't know why, but like, I don't like it. It feels weird. But if, like, let's say like right now, like I already worked out for the day, I already worked. All I'm doing is sitting here with them on. They're not gross. They're not dirty. And so like when I get home, I doubt I'm going to take them off. Because unless I know that I'm done going out for the day, then I'll take them off. Because there's no reason to have them on after that, you know.
See, that's the thing. As soon as I get home, like my shoes will come off and my socks will be the next immediate thing to come off. Because I hate,
Just no socks.
I cannot stand wearing socks.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Would you ever wear socks with sandals?
I have before.
Would you rather not have socks?
Yes.
I'd rather wear socks. I don't wear sandals ever, but
I prefer going barefoot. If I could just go barefoot everywhere, I probably would.
no. I hate feet. Feet are gross. I don't like seeing people's feet.
Feet are gross. I was the same way about that, but like, I don't know. I think I hate shoes and socks more than I hate people's
That's
feet.
I was
crazy.
gonna say I don't care
No.
about feet.
Cover
Feet-
your feet up.
feet are just feet. They're just part of the body.
Caveman.
Cavemen.
Dude,
Truthfully, I'd live in a nudist colony. I hate the concept of clothes. Even.
I get that. I like.
It's
I
not-
think there'd be less body shaming after a while.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
more body positivity because
Yeah.
that's just
that's all you get.
yeah.
You get my flabbiness, bro. I think that would also lead to me wanting to work out more, right? To tone out that body that I'm always.
Because
showing.
everyone's gonna
You
see
can't
it.
hide it
yeah.
with clothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
I'd live in a nudist colony.
Or you just go into a depressed state, like nobody wants me. I'm chubby.
Nobody wants me because I walk around naked all the time.
You know, like
Just in daily life, not even in a news colony. You're like, nobody wants me.
It was Adam and Eve, not Adam and T-shirt.
you should say Adam and Sleeve.
Oh, fuck. Perfect.
Damn.
Wow.
When you guys like put your shoes on, like let's say like when you get ready for work.
1 foot at a time.
Okay.
Do you 1 foot at a time, or do you jump in?
No, no.
I was gonna say, does anybody do it not 1 foot at a time?
No, okay, well when I was
He sits exactly the way he's doing it.
and I just hop in. No, what I was going to ask was, do you put both of your socks on first and then your shoes, or you do like one sock and then a shoe?
If you go sock, shoe, I'm fucking fighting you.
Yes, I agree.
I swear to God.
I don't think I do.
Shoe.
It is sock, shoe.
I know today I did sock, shoe.
I do.
But like I don't think I've really ever noticed until someone else asked me that question. I was like, huh.
One time I did sock, shoe, and I felt really dirty for the entire day.
I could imagine. I could imagine.
Gross.
Do you put your underwear on one leg at a time?
Or do you hop
I
in?
have spray on underwear.
Oh yeah. That's
It's
interesting.
really tight.
Is it like fucking Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? His
Spray on
shoes?
shoes, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I've never seen Cloudy with a Chance of
What?
Meatballs.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's an
cute movie.
amazing movie.
I've admitted multiple times I've never seen most movies.
That's true.
But that one's one of the
very
best
cute.
animated films
That's
I've
the-
seen, probably.
That's the argument that comes up every time, though.
with every single
With
movie.
every movie,
Oh, that
but
one's one
this
of the best
movie.
movies. Uh-huh. I
Okay,
I
fair
agree with you
point,
on
fair
that.
point.
I hear that all the time. But I haven't seen most of, like, things everybody says
Yeah,
are great
like the
movies.
classics.
Yeah. So I get that. I mean, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs sounds like a movie that'd be up my alley, but movies aren't up my alley.
Okay.
Movies are on a different block.
Shut up.
Understandable.
They're on Bill Gates' block. He watches movies.
But Bill Gates don't know what's going on. There's a movie?
Why is this image moving?
To me, Bill Gates is such a dumbass other than the point.
Dude, I bet Bill Gates doesn't know how to use a USB drive, probably.
Bill Gates is gonna tweet at us.
Bill Gates doesn't know how to use his own product.
Yeah.
Rumor come out.
He's like, this damn mouse won't work, and it's not been plugged in, right?
He still prefers to chisel on rocks. Can we get off of Bill Gates?
We're gonna call this episode the Bill Gates episode.
Hey, so if Bill Gates got cast as Paul Blart, what would he ride?
Bill Gates mock-off. That's the name for this episode. Bill Gates mock-off. Oh my goodness. Y'all want to generate an album?
Yes. This is yours this time, right?
Yes, this is my album. Dun dun. Wait.
Brandon wrote it. This is like it's his. He slipped his own
His
album.
original. He's like, tell me what you guys think. He's a pretty good artist, you know?
It's some alibi, and we realize it's his voice.
Who is it?
Brand New Eyes by Paramore.
Ooh, which
That is the one with the butterfly on.
You
The second one.
are...
Yeah, the one with that
Yeah.
album.
that has
The
only
song.
exception. Damn, that's old, isn't it?
Yes.
That's I'm so glad this is the album.
Mm-hmm.
Paramore's
I fuck with it,
amazing.
though. Paramore's great.
Yeah. So the album to listen to for next week is Brand New Eyes by Paramore.
Can you give like a brief description of like the genre at least?
Well, that'll probably be for next episode.
Well, I feel like if people want to like, if they hear what it kind of is, like, oh, I might want to listen to
And I'll
that.
listen to it before we get there.
Paramore is they're one of the original like emo / pop punk bands in the same vein as like My Chemical Romance or Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, early stuff like that. Haley Williams is essentially like a goddess.
Haley Williams, one of my first celebrity crushes,
Yeah,
Her
for
voice
sure.
is amazing.
Oh yeah,
and she's attractive as hell.
I love her vocals in every single
Anything she's
album.
been in.
Yeah, for sure.
That's her on Airplanes, right? That Eminem piece.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, Haley Williams is on Airplanes
I did not know that.
with
Yeah.
B.O.B.
She does Stay the Night. Are you gonna
That's
stay
her?
the night? Yeah.
Holy shit! I did not know that was her.
Yeah.
Damn. No wonder I like it.
I'm pretty sure that is.
Now I feel like we
Wait.
should. I feel like is that not Ellie Goulding?
No, it's definitely not Ellie Goulding. It's either Haley Williams or it's Zed.
I think it's Zed.
I think it's Zed too.
A song by Zed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, beat Haley Williams.
Aha!
Oh!
Okay. So I was right.
I also thought Zed was a dude, so that sounded wrong.
Oh, see, I thought Zed, because isn't that the person who sings? Why don't you just
think
meet
Zed's a
me
DJ.
in the middle?
Zed's just a DJ.
Kind of like that. What's his name?
Calvin Harris.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, or not
Duplo.
Marshmallow. Yeah. What's that other guy? What's the other famous guy?
I mean, Marshmallow's kind of a DJ, but he comes up with his own
Yeah.
He doesn't
music.
like,
Yeah.
sing.
But who's the other famous guy who does like back in like the late 2000s, early 2010s?
See, I would have said like the Chainsmokers, but he sings his own stuff.
Wait, Chainsmokers is a dude?
Chainsmokers is two dudes.
Yeah. They sing. What's that? Closer.
Daft Punk.
Am I crazy? I thought it was like a girl.
What?
Are you thinking of Halsey?
You probably thought of Closer with Halsey on it.
Probably.
There are two people that sing on that song.
What song?
Cool.
Closer.
Yeah, the Chainsmoker dude.
Yeah, and then Halsey.
Huh.
More like ballsy, am I right, guys?
Careful, she's sensitive, man.
I'm sorry, Halsey.
Have y'all seen that video? Fuck, we were trying to end this podcast, but have y'all seen that video of where Halsey is performing that song with G-Eazy that they wrote together after she found out he cheated? She's doing the song. It's like the cutest lyrics. It's really sweet. He's so into it because he doesn't know she knows, and she's just like about to start crying on stage, singing the lyrics of that song.
I did not know that.
That's
It's a sad video.
Man.
It happened live.
Why did you end the podcast on this?
Jared,
That's
this
so
is your
sad.
podcast to end, by the way.
Oh, this is my See, guys, I've been a little sad boy for a week, so maybe this would be what I needed to pick me up.
Maybe Jared will be happier if you donate to our Patreon.
Maybe.
We do not have
Buy
a
my
Patreon.
bathwater.
Yeah.
Y'all want
Really
some
simple.
big nigga bathwater? I'll sell it just like that too. It'll be a
Maybe Jerrod will be happy if you tell your friends about the podcast.
Hey, yeah,
Yes.
that's fair.
Share
Tell
it
us
with your friends and family.
share it everywhere. You should be able to find us everywhere.
Can we get 5 listeners that aren't us?
Or our girlfriends.
Or
Brandon and Elijah said something about getting a tattoo if we get 100 listeners.
If we get 100 listeners in the first 3 months, Brandon and I, and if the other 2 agree, we'll get a mixed bag podcast tattoo somewhere on it.
I will say yes, but only on the grounds I have my first tattoo before we hit that 3-month mark.
That's fine. I'm gonna get a tattoo probably within a month. Like, I'm starting the planning already.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Mixed Bag Podcast. We had a lot of fun, didn't we, guys?
I had fun.
Yeah.
So
I
come
love Bill
join
Gates.
us.
yeah, I was about to bring up bullying
Bill
Bill
Gates,
Gates. Was
please
a good time.
That was my favorite
Yeah.
part.
Y'all all
We should
Please
have
do
like
on the podcast.
what's up with Bill Gates segment like every episode.
It's gonna be nothing.
Bill Gates
doing
this
it.
week found actually eating a can of Chef Boyardee. He does eat Hamburger Helper.
Okay, hang on. Before we end the podcast, can I just say something real quick?
Yes.
I was stocking Hamburger Helper on the shelf one day, and on the top of the box,
Who came around the corner but Bill Gates?
Bill Gates came out of the
Have
box.
some of that shit.
Bill Gates is the hand.
Perfect. I didn't know he was in that movie that we watched.
Maybe we'll explain that inside joke later to you guys.
I wish we could find what movie that was.
I have no idea what movie that was
It
called.
was such a shitty movie. No one was
Wait.
paying attention to
But
it.
what happened with the hamburger helper?
There was a horror movie we were watching when we all first became friends.
Yeah.
And there's a scene, I don't even remember what the relevancy of it was.
I think like the kid in the movie got like got like kidnapped or something.
There was a white glove in the middle of the road. And I went, oh, hey, Hamburger Helper is the main villain or some shit in this movie. And Brandon lost his mind.
That was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
It's going to get up and be like, a hamburger, all you need is 1 pound of meat. 1 pound of meat in 20 minutes and you have a meal for 6.
I was saying though, on the top of the box it says, "Try with hot dogs."
Ew.
And I'm like, don't ever instead of ground beef, put hot dogs in
Ground
my
beef
hamburger
is still
helper.
barely a better choice than hot dogs.
I feel like
No.
I'm gonna get some vegan hot dogs and try that out.
I don't
I
even
bet vegan
you
hot
can't-
dogs taste better than regular hot dogs.
Probably, and they're
First
not. They
of
don't
all,
have all
how
that
dare
gross
you.
shit. Probably.
Hot dogs
dogs-
are fucking gross.
Hot dogs are one of my
Do you know
favorite
Brandon
foods.
has complimented the aesthetic of a hot dog before?
What the fuck does that mean? Are we supposed to be ending this podcast? Don't get me into more shit.
Look at what socks I'm
You
wearing.
can appreciate the aesthetic of a hot dog, especially with a little mustard stripe on it. I
Yeah,
appreciate
I'm
that.
wearing hot dog socks. These are my favorite pair of socks that I've owned.
Well, they don't have real hot dog on them now, do they?
That you also hate,
I bet
yeah.
those taste just as bad as regular hot dogs.
I love hot dogs. I'm a hot dog boy. I would slurp those wieners down.
Thank you for enjoying the Mixed Bad podcast.
Ashvita
You are not saying it correctly.
Auf Eichersteins.
Hasta la pasta.
Baby. Mixed Bag podcast.
Mixed Bag Podcast.
Mixed Bag podcast!